if I put it in lost and found. And whoever left it there is obviously in another country now, right? They're gone. So I board the plane, taking this phone with me. It's an S8 Plus. At the time, it was like $1,500 or something. I look online. Apparently, you can't hack it. I managed to like flash the entire thing and got myself a brand new phone in the process. Karma bites me in the ass because for the last few years, I've been paying for this iPhone 6. I go to a resort with my girlfriend, and I have one of these little pouches that are supposed to be underwater proof. I put my iPhone in there to take videos, and lo and behold, that iPhone gets water damaged.
Oh.
So I was like, well, I got this nice $1,000 phone, but I lost the other one that I've been paying for 2 years. So the other one that I've been paying for 2 years. Karma story, guys. Don't steal.
Don't steal.
You hear that, Grim?
Shut up. Not yet. You'll never forget your first taste of Kenku. It tastes so good.
Okay, you guys good to go?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So
Get
yeah.
to a point where I can save my game. I'll get on
Okay.
in a minute.
Yeah.
Playing those video games.
Playing Dying Light. This is not just any video game. I can drop kick zombies. This is the shit.
What is it? What game is it?
I'm playing Dying Light.
I think I
heard that
remember
game's
seeing
really
a
good.
glitch where, like, character jumps off a roof, but you hit a drink on like a bird bath. He pulls out a cup, drinks it, then afterward he just falls over dead from fall damage.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. I don't remember how to do it, but I used to do it all the time just for kicks. It's amazing.
That's the only memory I have of that game. It's just that kind of compilation.
Man, I'm like hitting my limit on Roll20 with these graphics, man. Like,
Alright, there it is.
might be time to get a pro account, but I don't really want to pay Roll.
Where is the thing? Because once we get high enough level, I do have a map to send you, Jay.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
I have the floor plan of my mansion already.
Nice.
Excuse me, a mansion?
Oh, fuck yeah.
What
You
kind of
technically can get one
disgusting
too.
rich kid are you?
You must not have listened to Critical Role.
I don't.
There is a 7th level spell called Mordekainen's Magnificent Mansion.
Oh, you're talking about that?
Yeah.
I thought
Even
you were
though-
like some actual secretly rich kid that just had a mansion.
I mean, I might.
I mean, one of
You
us.
just sound like a rich kid.
I mean, one of us may
I
or
did
may not
say
be
it.
royalty.
I mean, Alistair did own slaves.
I know it's like you caught yourself in a moment where if somebody else heard you, they would be like, "What?"
Which that was
You
kind of the
own
whole
slaves.
point. Is I was trying to push Grim into doing something.
I think I told you.
Kinda-
Right
You want him to kill Alistair.
He was ready for that outcome. He didn't want to, but he was ready for it.
Ready for what? For dying? Because if Grim and Alistair fight, it's not gonna be.
Yeah, and remember, he talked to you when he had 3 HP left. He wasn't ready for a fight. He was ready to prove a point.
Okay.
Alistair is someone who's willing to put his life on the line to prove a point.
It's true, he's done that quite a bit. Let me just load some stuff.
I think I said this in chat earlier, but that whole scar on his neck is from a similar situation.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna miss punching you guys in the face once I change Grim.
I'm not gonna lie, that was
Your weak wrists
so I could punch you in
Yeah.
the face.
What?
with Grim soft wrist.
I mean, right now I do. I mean, yeah, but right now I do 5 damage with an unarmed strike.
Welcome to the
I
life
really,
of a wizard.
I really wanted to take just 2 levels in Monk just so I could fight barehanded. I can't because then that pushes off me getting Wish.
Gotta have wish.
That's true.
Is wish
I have
the
to wait
20?
until 8. It would be 18 because that's when I get access to any 9th level spell. For some reason, the bard does not get Wish. What the fuck?
What are you? So where are you getting it then?
Bards get things called magical secrets. They're allowed to pick 2 spells off any spell list and add them to their own.
Hmm.
And they get at like 10th, 14th, and 18th. And because I'm a lore bard, I also get it at 6th level.
Is that what? Is that how Scanlan got it?
I do believe, yes.
Okay.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
You remember that thing I told you about Faustus' mom, right?
The witch, sorry.
Remember that thing I told you about Faustus' mom?
Yeah.
Yes, Jackie.
Hold on. Actually, yeah. Send me a brief because I gotta dig through my notes.
Gotcha.
Which I've been using this really cool tool that's kind of a semi-wiki. So when I get it all set up, you guys
Example?
can kind of check it out. No, actually, it's a more harder to use but more flexible called Kanka.
Never
great.
heard of it.
Oh, it's amazing. It's like, oh, it's gonna get wild. And once I got everything set up, you guys can take a look at it. Yeah, so I guess we could start this off a little bit.
Okay, I just sent it to you.
Oh yeah, Jay.
Yeah.
Did you get what I sent you about my backstory?
Yes, I did. I received
All right, cool.
it. So last game, you guys found yourself at the entrance of the Alarenthian mines beneath the Vegetal Peaks, which was about a half day's ride north of Oldwyn. Having recently slain a group of hunting troglodytes, you guys proceeded deeper into the cave, past a shallow river, traversing winding caverns, eventually walking into a few carved-out rooms, the first of which revealed a grisly scene. You guys saw in an underground depression, saw a troglodyte, still alive, amongst a pile of its kind, having been eviscerated, partially eaten. Through the other rooms, you guys found beddings, various mining implements, as well as documents bearing the symbol of an 8-sided gem. The documents seemed to hint that the cave at some point had been used for mining operations. Moving deeper, you guys saw a perilous-looking bridge sitting in front of a chasm. The party encourages Sardan to attempt to cross it, which he partially manages to do so. However, a loose floorboard causes him to begin falling, and despite Brotar's attempt to save him, Sardan disappears into the deep chasm below. Through cautious and careful planning, you guys cross the bridge before standing in front of a large dwarven statue. Behind it, a large door. And after racking your brains for a few moments, eventually realized that the release at the door actually showed you this process of blacksmithing. Savos takes a few of the ore pieces and begins to emulate this process, which, with everybody's help, eventually causes the door to open. Before proceeding further in, you guys took a rest, at which point scorpions, large giant ones. At first it was small, its small babies appeared. Eventually larger ones made its way and attacked you during your rest. Having slain those scorpions after a tense battle, you guys continued your way through the mines, eventually heading below to the lower levels, where you sat in front of a dock and saw 3 individuals standing there. The female ranger that you had seen previously, the man who had attempted to kidnap you guys while you guys were at the caverns before, as well as a unknown humanoid. A few slaves begin bringing in and hauling what looked like bodies, perhaps, various piles of junk, tossing it into the river near the docks. The female ranger, as well as the man, depart the scene, leaving the unknown humanoid with the slaves. After a bit of trickery from you guys, managing to coerce and coax a unsuspecting slave to follow through with your plans, you guys eventually dispatch the guards, save for the humanoid. Savos and Alistair approach this humanoid, attempting to deceive it. However, it manages to see through the ruse, and eventually you guys begin attacking it, finding out eventually that it was Krill, the druid that Brotar slayed the last time you guys were in the caves. Eventually you guys gave chase to this creature after watching it turn into a giant hawk, and also noticing that it had in fact been Krill had in fact been altered at that point to be a little more mechanical. So the day is, I believe it is the 27th of Rem. Yeah, you guys put the cave. It's the 27th of Rem. I guess around at this point it would have been like early evening-ish. So this thing is gone at this point, not gone completely, but at this point it turned into a bird, a giant metallic eagle, and flew off. What do you guys want to do?
Let me see if I have another magic arrow. I still have 1 holy damage. I'm gonna try to fire at it. Is it within my... Yeah.
So at this point, it would be your turns.
We all rolled initiative at the end.
Yeah.
Of the last session.
Oh, that's right.
Hold on 1 second.
We wrote so much shit since then.
I know.
Yeah, I don't think I can go far back enough.
I mean, there's a log of it, but
Yeah, it is. All I remember is that I did crit.
What the
that
fuck?
fireball.
Let me look for it.
I see the thing where Sardan was asking.
Huh?
I see the thing where Sardan was asking if you could from the server.
Yeah. hold on, let me
Oh.
just see where it is, because I actually left my notebook in the other room, but yeah, you guys can deliberate what you guys want to do. At this point, we'll go through the initiative order. Okay, here we go.
Is the thing within 150 feet of me?
Yeah, at this point, it would have. So you guys are about 30 feet behind it. Sorry, everyone except Savos and Alistair are 30 feet behind this thing.
So we were right up on it. When it
You were
happened.
30 feet. You were 30 feet ahead of everyone, you and Savos, and he
Yeah.
was about 30 feet ahead of you, and he just took off for 80 feet. So he's at 110 feet.
Area of Frost does reduce his speed by 10.
By 10, so he's at 100 feet.
Okay. Damn it. That means he needs to be. He's 100 feet away from us, which means he's 130 from y'all. He couldn't be like just 10 feet closer. Damn it.
Okay, no. I have a plan. I'm gonna fire my only holy damage arrow. Jay, let me ask you something. My tripping maneuver, does that do anything if the target is flying?
No, you're gonna have to get close. And if you do, it will not. You will not be able to trip it.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna use a regular arrow. Then.
How far away was it?
So, about 100 feet from Alistair and Savos, and you guys are about 30 feet behind them.
Okay.
The only thing I can do is run up 30 feet towards him and cast Shatter. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, no, I
So-
miss.
So actually, top of the order would be. So we'll keep that as your turn, Grim, because you're after him. But Alistair would be the first.
Because that was the last thing I crit on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will
The
cast.
day of crits.
Yeah, which I'm expecting my ones here any minute. That's why I'm casting. That's why I'm casting Shatter, a save spell,
Uh,
and he would just be on the edge.
okay.
of it. I
Um,
move 30 feet towards him, put the
Yep.
thing 60 feet.
okay. So, what do I have to save on?
It's a
DC
con
14
save.
con. Okay.
8 thunder or half on a success.
He rolled a natural 1.
Takes 8 damage
Ooh.
and a creature. Oh no, he has disadvantage on the save since he's made of metal, but he rolled a nat 1 anyway.
Yeah, he fucked up. Yep. So he takes the damage.
He takes all of
Uh,
8 for a second level spell. Yay!
Okay, so you hold out your hand, seeing this metallic eagle fly away. Just in the last second, you whip out this shatter towards it. It echoes through the cavern throughout, and you could hear that it's kind of echoing, like, though
Yeah,
there is the
right.
sound of a river behind you, it's echoing forward into what seems like all directions. Anything else you want to do?
I'm like 60 feet. I mean, that's all I can really do at
Okay.
this point.
Grim, you took your longbow shot.
Yeah, but I miss. I'm not gonna use another.
That was with 14, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 14 misses. So you go to shoot this arrow, but this thing is just really, really far away. It's almost bobbing and weaving in the air as you're shooting it. Anything else you want to do?
No, I'm just gonna keep running after it.
Okay. So it'll be Brotar, you're up.
So
Be able to get right next to me.
can I dash action to get to it? There's not
Yep,
really much else I can do.
Yeah,
That's
so-
60 foot.
So that'll be
Right.
60 feet. That'll put you at about 40 feet. Sorry, you'd have to take 30 feet to get to where Alistair and Savos are, and another 30 feet.
Oh,
so
Alistair
that'll
moved up
put
another
you-
30 feet.
Yeah, you moved up another 30 feet. So it is currently It's at 100 feet. So for you, Alistair, it is 70 feet.
Yeah, that. But
Brotar, if you dash, you'd get to where Alistair is, which is about 70 feet away from it.
So
Okay.
I'm guessing since I took my 30 feet of movement, I moved around here.
No, you're with them as well. You would have taken 30 to get to where Alistair and Savos are.
Okay.
Savos would be around here.
Yeah, so just to make it easier, we'll do this. So we'll say Alistair's here, Savos is near him, Brotar just moved up, Grim, you also just moved up. Faustus is about 130, so he's about there. And Krill is about 70 feet ahead of everybody.
Well, Alistair moved up 30 feet so he could get closer to him. He'd be
Yeah, so
in this scenario.
Yeah, so sorry, Brotar would have moved up since he took a dash action. Grim would have just moved up where Savos is. Got it. So yeah, it'll be anything you want to do. Else you want to do, Brotar?
I don't think I can. Well,
Bonus?
How far away is he still?
He's about 70 feet.
So even with my Misty Step, I couldn't make it. And I don't want to rage yet, because if I don't hit him in the next turn, I'll lose it. So yeah, that's all I'll do.
Okay. It is Krill's turn with a 14. He is going to use his action to fly another 80 feet forward.
God damn it.
So he's 150 feet, and he's going to use his dash action to move out of your range. So he is currently at 230 feet.
I would assume he's gone around a wall by now.
Yeah, so you guys just watched him fly towards the darkness, and that's all you saw. You didn't see him turn any corners or anything, so you just saw him disappear into the hallway ahead of you. Faustus, you're up.
Excellent. He did exactly what I thought he was going to. So I would like to look through the bodies of the guards that we had slain and try to see if I could find like keys or anything like that, because I want to focus on trying to set free the slaves that are in our vicinity.
Okay. Roll an investigation check. You start patting down the guys that you took out, looking around the area, just inspecting in general, including the orc wearing the armor as well. No keys on them.
Okay, looks like I'm going to have to do this old school then.
However, in the process, you do find 6 gold pieces.
Nice. I will write that down so we can split it later. As a reaction, which I assume that, speaking his, I'm going to shout to the guys, forget him. He's probably already away by now, and he's probably going to either bring trouble or he's going to lead us to him. Let's just focus on freeing these guys and get as many of these guys free as we can before company comes up.
Fine.
Probably for the best.
For
Savos?
rocks, pickaxes, or sticks.
Assuming we're still in it.
All right, go ahead.
Savos, anything you want to do?
Huh? What?
It's your turn now.
Oh, it's my turn. I may or may not have been a little bit asleep.
It's okay.
Sort of thing.
We'll let Jordan now.
Yeah. So he actually took. So all you saw was you walked up 30 feet to him. You guys unleashed this mess on him. He took off flying, and as your friends kind of start dashing around you, moving towards him, some passing you, some standing near you, he just took off even further into a long, long hallway.
I am not gonna fuck with that. I'm just gonna cast Ray on that old dude that saw our faces earlier.
Okay. You're talking about the
slave owner dude, like the head of the mine.
He's not here anymore.
none of them are around
Yeah.
actually. So it was only the Krill, the mechanical humanoid, who was left. as well as slaves all around you. There's probably about
Oh,
4 or 5 slaves, including
And
the
we
one that
waited
you
for
guys-
them to leave so we could like just take out the fodder.
oh, we did do that.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, shit.
so you
Yeah,
can
they're
dash
right.
forward to try to chase them. You can give chase, or you can just hang back. It's up to you.
I'm gonna hang back. I'm not gonna fuck with that alone.
So are you? I'll say at this point, are you guys going to continue pursuing, or would you guys just
we're
hang
gonna
back?
we're gonna shore
Yeah,
up
and I'm
here.
gonna head back. Yeah.
So we're considered out of combat for the moment. You guys just heard this thing it's making almost like a steamboat sound, if you will. It's going as it's just gone down this hallway into the darkness.
Damn it.
How long? There's no keys over here, so we're gonna have to do it manually.
So I'm just changing the music. So,
Okay.
anything else you guys want to do at this point?
No, just find the slaves and free them.
Okay.
That's it. And get
There's about 5 of them in front of you guys, or just various states right now. A few of them are cowering behind some of the carts that they had pushed over. The one guy that you guys had given a sword to is still hiding behind the area where the ladder was.
So I walk up to them and I ask, "Are there others, or is it just you?"
The one that spoke to you before says, "Oh, yes. There's quite a few here. They're in the dig sites." And he points down the hallway.
Take us to them now. We gotta do this fast.
We're gonna get you out of here, but we're gonna need the help of all of you.
And you can see at this point there that all of them are manacled, with the exception of the guy you guys spoke to, because he was sent off to kind of look for the disturbance or whatever was going on where you guys were. The rest of them are actually chained to the carts that are near the docks.
I'm gonna hit the chain with my sword. Start to break them free.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack on it.
Okay, I'm gonna use my great sword because I never use that.
Nice.
If D&D Beyond allows me, because it's being wonky as fuck.
I'd like to try to break one
Yeah,
with my
okay.
sword.
Okay.
That's a 25.
25. That'll hit. Well, yeah, for sure it'll hit. I'm just looking for the DC. So you go and you chop at this thing. You and Faustus begin hacking away. Hacking away at this chain. You guys actually cleave part of this chain, and it does loosen it a little bit, but not enough. Faustus just manages to knock it, and the attachment of them to the carts actually just snaps, but they are all still chained into one large chain. That is the part that you guys disconnected. So they are free from the carts.
Can
there's still
someone
like a
pick
chain
the
gang.
locks on the...
On
Yeah.
chain gang.
I mean, I'm not skilled with it, but I could try.
Can I swing my axe
you
and
guys-
try to break the chains between them?
Between like the ones that they're manacled.
You
like
said
on
that
their
they're
legs and
chained to
arms.
each other, right?
Yeah, so they're all chained to each other. That one main chain that was attached to the cart has been severed. So
Okay.
they are just now attached to each other, technically.
Let me look at my shit. Let me see if I have anything to help me.
Can I just use my superior strength to try to break the chain?
Okay. Yeah,
It's
make a
probably gonna
strength check.
fail big time, but oh sure. The one time I do it, it doesn't fucking send it to roll 20. I rolled a 14.
14. Yeah, so you're yanking at this thing. You're trying to pull it apart, and It's on there pretty good. Not budging.
Damn it. Can I take like a drumstick and whittle it down to a lockpick and then try to pick the lock?
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, in that case, I'll say make an intelligence check just to see how you would attempt to do that, and then if it works, then you can attempt.
Got 10.
10? Okay, yeah. So easy enough. You just managed to whittle it down and kind of turn it into small enough that you are hoping that it's going to work. So if you want to attempt, you can go ahead and make a sleight of hand on it.
All right. 9. Fuck.
Can I try to help
so
with the
as soon
sleight
as
of hand?
You put it
I
in.
don't know.
I'll say you guys take turns. You didn't roll a natural one, so it didn't break.
13.
So yeah, so you're actually kind of, Alistair, you're kind of working it in there, and you have a vague idea. Maybe you've seen other performers attempt to do it, and it looks like they're just jostling it up and down. Not really having an idea, Brotar steps in and attempts to do it, and he actually manages to free one of them.
Nice.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
Is there any mining equipment or anything like that around, like pickaxes, etc.?
Make a investigation check.
I will hand the lockpick drumstick to Brotar and say, "You're better at this than me."
Okay, I guess I'll keep going down the line.
Yeah. So
Trying to pick
there's
the lock?
four other people who are chained at this point.
Try to help him, I guess.
Okay.
So you said it
Give
was
him
an
advantage.
intelligence check?
No, the intelligence was to see if he can fashion.
Oh, gotcha.
lock
Okay,
pick
so it's
out
just
of
sleight of
Oh,
hand
wait,
then?
no, wait. Just sleight of hand 4 times on the other guys. Faustus, you don't see any mining implements. It looks like whatever the guys who brought the carts over had actually dumped it all into the river.
See, that sucks. That's gonna be a problem.
So once again, Brotar, you're kind of, you got an idea of how the first one worked. You went in and you just picked second one. Third
Natural
one.
20.
Dude, these that sleight of hand's high. Also, continue one more.
I'm glad it finally came in handy.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, I'm glad you
There
said
you go.
that.
So,
I'm gonna take
Brotar,
your
you
inspiration.
you start getting a rhythm on these things. Despite the fact that it's a tense situation, you're just one by one picking each lock, being careful not to break your tools, not to hurt them, and eventually you manage to free them. They are still shackled in the sense that they still have shackles on their arms and legs. However, they are free from the main chain that was binding them, so they are all free.
I mean, can I just keep trying to get them out of the handcuffs? I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, at this point they're manacled, but they're not. They have free use of all their limbs, so you can if you would like. But at this point, they're kind of rubbing their, just kind of stretching their bodies out, and a few of them look over at you. They are all orcs. They all look at you and they go, "Oh, thank you," and a few of them fall to their knees, looking very weak. Some of them are really, really thin, even for your kind. Especially knowing pure orcs, they are all withered, very, very withered.
Not realizing this, I'll just be like, "No one kneels to me. Get up."
I don't think
A
they
few
have
of
the
them-
strength to stand, Brotar.
Oh, okay.
Could you help me with something?
Okay, there goes your plan, Brad. I think we should just get them out and leave this place.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
Might be right.
We're here for an attack. We can always retreat later. We should push in as hard as we can first.
Alistair, even if we have to go by ourselves,
I mean, we're not really hurting right now. If we need to, we should be able to escape from them.
Savos, make a wisdom save for me, please.
Oh,
Shit.
fuck me sideways. 20. Shocking.
Okay. There's a nagging voice in the back of your mind, and you recognize this voice as Alatri. And she says to you, in almost like a very faint, defeated whisper, says, "Go deeper, Savos. That's where you'll find me. Just go deep."
Oh,
However, you listen to this and seeing the current circumstance that you're in, and knowing that there's potential danger down the mines, you just shrug it off and ignore it.
I'm gonna keep that to myself, and
As you do.
just stay quiet wherever the hell I am right now.
Yeah, just standing around. So, a few of the freshly freed slaves are. Some of them are helping each other up. The others, especially the one wielding the longsword, goes up to you, Brotar, and says, "Down there are 3 dig sites. There are many, many others. But you must take heed, for they're waiting. But if we're free, we have to go back for the others."
I think we should go back for the others.
We have a
would you-
little camp outside. That's not too far away.
We can make
We
it
need
past
them
the
there.
bridge.
I mean, we will have to escort them to where the camp is, because we don't know if those things that attacked us are gonna be waiting, and they can't fight. If those things attack, they're toast. So
Down is our only
Ready?
way out.
yeah, if we're gonna do this, they come with us then.
Grim, would
No
you
way around it.
Like, they're gonna do nothing but die.
Oh,
The only way,
when
the
we
only,
die.
the only way to guarantee that they're not gonna die is we get the fuck out now and we take them. But if we do that, we probably cannot save the others, because that motherfucker who turned into a fucking steel, metal, or whatever bird is gonna tell everyone what we did, and security is gonna be a lot harder here.
now or never then?
Yeah. Mm.
So
Grim? I was wondering if you would help me with something.
sure.
You see that chain? About how long is that chain that was like uniting them, Jay?
All in all, it's probably about 12 feet long.
I want you to help me bust this into a few separate pieces. They might be weak, but they at least have something to be able to defend themselves with.
Okay, how do I want to do this?
Either with your
Just
sword
with my
or
sword? Okay.
Yeah. If it costs up too much, I can always use mending.
All right.
So how many pieces would you like to attempt to break this thing into?
Ideally, one per. But if we end up with 4, that'd be fine too.
Okay. So Grim begins hacking away at the chains.
I'm keeping a lookout from where that bird came from to see
Okay.
if anyone's coming up that way.
Make a perception check.
Perception. Boop. 16.
So Grim, as you're hacking away at this chain, you manage to actually, it's a lot harder than the request seems to try to just hack this thing into solid pieces. A few of the links break in the process. Sometimes you take aim, you hit it, and it actually ends up just being a small link in this chain. Maybe about 2 or 3 or 4 links at most, which makes it not quite as long as Faustus had hoped. However, from this 12-foot chain, you managed to create about three okay-sized, about 2 or 3 feet long chains out of them. The rest of the links are broken.
All right, Red. Is that okay?
Excellent. It's the best that we can do. And I'll start passing them out to the ones that look strongest. I know you're hurting, and I know that you're tired, and I know that you're weak. But we are going to do our best to get you out of here. But I need you prepared to fight for your lives.
3 of them are looking very weak. However, just from the little bit of inspiration that you've given them, they take arms, they stand up, some of them hobbling, some of them helping each other, as you are now being followed by 5 of the slaves, one of which is looking okay. He's not great, but he's looking better than the rest, and he's wielding the long sword, the short sword that you guys gave him. Alistair, you're looking down the hallway, and that kind of steamboat sound that's eventually echoes and fades and completely cuts out, and it is now silence.
To the long corridor.
We should head the other way towards the big sites.
I turn to the slaves and I go, how many guards are in the dig sites?
Well, and they kind of all look at each other and they go, I don't know about the others, but in our dig site there was one slave driver.
Are they as tough as RoboCop, or are they human?
I've never seen that thing before, but slave driver Ganesia, she calls this. The guy with this short sword points at the others, and they're all looking withered. At this point, you guys kind of see that they had been horrifically whipped in their back, except for the one with the short sword.
Are we running for now?
No, we're going to free the other slaves.
Okay.
We do this. But only if everyone's in agreement.
I mean, we all gotta die sometime.
I agree. Well, I mean, I don't agree that I want to die, but I agree with helping the slaves.
All right.
So, what do you guys want to do?
We're gonna go to the other dig sites.
So
Okay.
we're gonna go down the river and try to go there.
So, the man, the York with the short sword, points on the western side of this place, directly ahead of you where Krill had gone down. And he says, he went straight, but there are a few other sites. One over there, and he points to the right. And he says, one over there, and he points to the left. And he goes, we'll have to go into a little deeper, but there is a path.
I have an idea. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Mention
Let's just go the opposite way. The metal guy went. Just as an idea.
that. Let's retrieve the halfling. It might be useful.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, if I just sat down and meditated while all this was going down, could I like count that as a short rest and get my spell slots back?
I'll say if you guys will have to actively short rest. So
Okay.
I'll say, actually, you know what? I'll say, for the sake of this, because everyone else is just, I mean, Grim's like hacking away at this thing. Others are actively looking. I'll say probably only about 20 to 30 minutes have passed. So depending on what you guys want to do, you guys can actually take the 30 minutes to engage in a short rest if you want.
I mean, we should probably find someplace else to short rest, not here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very least, I don't know if these guys can handle it, but going up the ladder would be our best bet for our safety.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, the halfling's over that way, so go see if we can't wake up our little guard friend.
Yeah, we have our guards over there.
I would like to head over and see if I can't rouse the halfling that Grim had knocked out.
So you see them. You go back to where the ladder is, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you guys head back to where the ladder is, and he is just out, still on the ground.
I'd like to go over to him and start patting his face, trying to get him to wake up.
Okay. You smack him a few times. Takes a little bit, as Grim put a little hearty hit on him, but eventually he goes, what happened? And he looks at you guys shocked, almost like not expecting all of you guys to be looking at him.
Allow me to be clear.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you going to say, Grim?
No, go ahead.
The only reason you're still breathing is that I have a feeling that you're either doing this under coercion or that you're new to the job.
He doesn't respond.
Now, you are going to help us. That's not a request, that's a demand.
Kind of feel like someone didn't wake up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Never seen you be so forceful, Faustus.
I take this
kind.
I'm actually taken aback a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a little aroused.
I mean, if that's all it takes to get you started, then that's a little sad.
I'm a simple man.
Oh my
That is
God.
true.
That's well established.
As you guys are having this conversation,
Super low.
the halfling looks at you guys and says, "What? What is the meaning of? Who are you? Why are you here? Why did you attack us?"
Because fuck you, and then I punch him in the face.
Make an attack. Okay.
Oh shit! I hit the floor.
It'll hit.
Oh, jeez.
No, he's not going to attempt to dodge you. He's on the ground. So you punch him, and he just goes back out cold again on the ground.
Learn to dial it back just a tad.
I mean, I thought it was the right amount of push. I didn't know the guy was a wimp.
Oh, he was just woken up from being knocked out last time, where we did it in one shot.
They're trying to wake him back up.
I'm going to flip him to where he's laying on his stomach and then cast Ray of Frost on his ass.
Why?
Okay.
Someone corrupted the child.
So
Wasn't me.
you're talking about the halfling you're going to do this to, right?
Yeah, the guy that wait,
Grim
the
punched?
halfling's a guard, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Then I'm gonna
Yep.
do that to him.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit. He's on the ground, so it'll auto hit him. Yeah, so he gets knocked out, and you just kind of point a gun and shoot a little bit of frost on his ass.
Oh shit! It's not just a little bit.
Yeah.
Davos,
Okay.
What the hell?
He saves on his death
It'll wake
save.
him up.
However, he is still knocked out.
I will try to wake him up again, I guess.
Okay.
As well as cast Spare the Dying.
Yeah, where last time you were slapping him and he woke up, this time he is not waking up. And
Davos,
you're
what
going
did
to cast
you
Spare
do?
the Dying? Are you going to cast Spare the Dying on him?
Yes, I.
Okay. And as you do, he just kind of juts up with this very cold, this cold display on his ass. He actually just stands up. Or sorry, he's still knocked out. He actually doesn't stand up. He's still unconscious.
Oh, shit.
We have other guards as well.
That we killed.
I think this
yeah.
is the
My
only.
living one.
However, you do notice that he's breathing. When you cast Spirit of Dying on him, he's breathing. However, he's just out. Like he's now like snoring as you guys are talking.
Oh, he's not going to be any use. I had intended to have him go ahead of us so as to, make it seem as though everything was all right. The guards, we could assess, based on what he sees, how many guards will be in the dig site. And then if there's only a few, we could get him to lead us into an ambush on them.
It's just I don't think he's in a position to be able to do that anytime soon.
Exactly. So, new plan. What do you want to do?
I say we kill this guy and we go somewhere and we rest and then we, I don't know, we improvise like we always do and it always works out. What could possibly go wrong?
I just
Right.
brought him back from the jaws of death. I don't feel right about just killing him.
Oh God, he's
I mean,
such a
I can
good
make it as
magician.
painless as possible.
I turn to the slaves. Was this man violent or cruel towards you?
And they all kind of look about, and one of the weaker ones actually walks up and says, he just kept watch. He was making sure we didn't leave the dig sites.
So he's just the muscle.
Oh, so he was here to ensure that you kept living your life in bondage,
And
being
Sure.
treated
That's him
as.
put an arrow between his eyes. Wait, that's Irish.
And
Let's see, is Savos Irish now?
I did not mean to do that. I meant in my British accent,
Okay.
but it's not working right now. So British, so Savos is Irish right now.
Yeah, so eventually one of the weakened slaves, the one who's been constantly falling on the ground from what you guys have noticed, says, if you're looking for the ones who caused us the most pain, it would be the slave driver.
Who's the slave driver?
Ganesia.
The woman?
she the one with the panther.
Yes. I've been
No.
meaning words with her.
Okay,
No,
you know what?
She's not. That one is new. Slave driver's been here since the very beginning. And she is cruel. She is cruel.
I've heard many stories about the Emerald Claw. They were supposed to be champions of justice and kindness.
Always dark parts to a lot of history. Not too surprising.
times have
And even
changed.
they would.
Dude,
Which is why we're going to remove her from the face of the earth.
As our friend here, I think it might be a liability for us if we let him stay.
Yep.
So
I say we throw him in the river and we let him fight. We let he can fight for his life. And if he dies, he dies.
This is probably going to be the coolest thing that I've ever done, but the alternative is worse. I will take out my shillelagh, and I would like to break his legs.
Or Faustus, I
Break
have
his
a way.
legs?
I
Pardon?
can give him a painless death.
I'm not going to kill him, Alistair. I'm going to disable him. If he wakes up, he won't be able to walk.
Jesus, fuck! Just kill the man.
I don't want
What
to.
the
I don't want to
fuck?
maim him. Just kill him. Way more
Grim
merciful.
Just takes out his sword. Grim just takes out his sword and he's ready to kill the man. Look, okay, I am totally fine with killing the slave driver, but just fucking living like paraplegic? What the fuck, man?
I'm talking about permanently. I was talking about breaking his legs so he can't,
That is a lot worse than just.
Do what you will, but I wash my hands of this.
While they're having this argument, I'm going to take out my dagger and quickly just slit his throat.
Okay. Make a. Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it stealthily, or are you just gonna attempt to run up and go do it?
Aren't I with them?
Yeah, but so they will see you do this. Just walking towards it. So do you want to try to sneak your way towards it while they're arguing, or are you gonna just run up and try to do it?
I'm just gonna walk up and do it.
Okay. So the rest of you see Savos walking up to this.
Whoa! Do I see the dagger?
Make a sleight of hand check. Make a sleight of hand check, Savos.
Okay, sleight of hand.
9. Yeah. So pretty much all of you would have seen him. He's trying to hide it in his behind his back, away from you guys, angled oddly.
No, I'm
but
not trying to hide
you guys can see. Oh, okay. So he's holding it and walking up to it then.
Okay, I grapple him.
I'm gonna say to Grim, we're going to kill him anyway, so why not give him a quick painless death?
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do. We don't need to maim his corpse either.
You know what? Wait a second. And I take out my rope and I tie the man's wrists, and we'll take him with us for now, and then we'll decide what we do with him later. Okay?
And
is everyone good with that?
Why?
I apologize.
Because we're fucking assholes.
Well, it's because we don't have time to worry about him waking up and causing a bigger deal later on. Why I don't want to keep him around.
I apologize if my methods seemed extreme. I am grasping for straws. And I am trying very hard for us not to become the thing that we're fighting against.
Did we just lose roll 20?
No, I mean, look.
It just into a new map.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing. I'm perfectly fine with killing slavers. You know that. But if we're gonna go down that road, we kill them. We make sure that it's quick, that is as painless as possible. And I don't think that makes us bad. But the way I understood it, I thought you were gonna, break his back or something.
Brotar is extremely tired of this and just takes Bloodrender and starts swinging at the guy.
Okay.
Fucking damn it.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
What? My vicious mockery kill, damn it.
Oh, Jesus.
Well,
Okay.
hang on, because I'm not actually raging.
You're not raging, so.
But I do, I guess, get the
Oh, a
Divine
lot.
Fury, don't I? So
Okay, I had to go to a
if
plus
12
1 to a
hits,
+2.
it does 12 hit?
Yeah. 12 will hit.
So it's
he's on the
19
ground,
damage.
so- 19. So Brotar just walks up and just cleaves
Wait, what?
Bloodrender into it.
Is Divine, why is Divine Fury? Oh, it's 1d6 plus 2. Okay, I was like, the 8 seems high, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be
So-
+1. What happened there?
It's half your
It should have
Level.
been more
Half
damage.
your level.
before.
I think
Okay.
I might have been doing it wrong this whole time, actually.
Yeah, it was only adding a flat 2.
Yeah.
So I think it was wrong. It's okay. So you just see Brotar shove his way through everybody and just smack his Bloodrender right onto this thing. He lets out a little bit of a whimper right before he dies on the ground, and he just passes out.
I'll just look at everyone and say, can we move on now?
I like the way you think.
Did anybody really want to keep this guy around? I mean, seriously.
No.
What good could come from it?
Let's say this.
I mean, I'm just trying to be, less of an asshole. That's all.
There's nothing about being an asshole to an asshole.
All I agree
You
with.
don't need to stoop to their level.
Well, I agree with Rotar that we can't afford any more time to debate over this. I would just like everyone to remember Merovec, and then not everything is black and white.
And Alistair just looks at Grim. At that
Can
after
I-
he says that.
Punch Alistair in the face. You know why I did. You know why I did that. You know,
Alright.
fucker. And then I go up the ladder.
Okay.
Where are you going? I thought we were gonna.
Aren't we gonna go rest up there and then? Wasn't that the plan?
At the moment, I don't know. I thought we were gonna head on, but I suppose we probably should rest.
I'm gonna start climbing back up the ladder, following Grim.
Okay.
Brotar, you should probably go last, but that's just a suggestion, so
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
prisoners could go in front of you in case one of them tries to pull your strongest of us.
Just don't break the ladder until I get up.
We won't, my friend. I'll head up.
Okay. So, which of you are heading up?
I am
Everyone, I think.
Through.
Yeah, I think I'm. It's me and Savos. Then.
Yes,
Tosses?
I'll go.
Does this ladder look
Then-
like it's rickety, or does it look okay?
No, it's fairly stable. It's
Okay.
planted on the wall. So, I'll just say for the sake of it, everybody's heading up top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys eventually make your way to the top of the ladder, making your way back to the hallway where you guys once were attacked, and there you see the slain corpses of the scorpions that attacked you.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to try to extract some of that shipment's armor from those scorpions. They were pretty tough. We might be able to get someone to make armor out of it.
Possibly, it's a little difficult.
It's more of a later project, though.
Eh,
So well, you guys are at the top now. Eventually, after a few moments, the rest of the slaves actually manage to make their way up. It takes them a little while, but they eventually do make it to the top as well. A few of them gasp at seeing these giant scorpions sitting on the ground. One of them goes, "What? They're dead. They're dead, right?"
Yeah, we killed
deal
them.
with them. And we deal with them a few hours ago.
And you see they're keeping their distance. They're probably about 10 feet away from that whole scene in general.
Look, man, they're dead. You don't have to worry about it.
And almost defensively, a few of them react and they're like, "No, we're fine here. We're okay." And they kind of just sit down.
Yeah, they're kind of in a circle that Alistair cut them up and put them into,
Yeah.
where we slept. Forgot about that for a
So
second.
they're sitting 10 feet away from that whole thing.
Grota, Grim, could you guys help me with something?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can extract any meat out of these scorpions. Maybe
Oh
cook
God.
some for
I thought we
everybody.
had already.
It's not gonna be-
Didn't
these
we
guys
already
need to be-
scavenge these things for everything they had?
Yeah, that's where we found that weird eye that I gave
Right.
Sava.
Oh yeah.
I was just kind of cutting them up to put them around. I didn't really get meat out of them. I just found that in one of their stomachs.
Oh, okay. Maybe there is meat. I'll help though.
I mean, bug isn't that bad if it's all you got.
Hey,
There's the
lobster's
third-
not bad, and that's just a sea bug, right?
Basically, yeah.
I don't know why, but I just know that I have a lot of facts about lobsters.
Lobster facts. Lobster facts.
Lobster
Like
facts.
how
lobster-
it was literally seen as less than, like, it was cat food when it was first discovered.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's delicious.
Anyway, let's try to
Because
get
it's
the meat out of
rare.
these
I'll
scorpions.
I'll say whoever's gonna try to extract it, which one of you are gonna attempt?
I'll help.
Okay, so Faustus and who else?
What would be the skill that would be required for this?
It'd probably be a medicine
Nature,
check.
sleight of hand.
It's probably
Nature or medicine, actually, because you would have to discern which parts are venomous, try to avoid it, try not to taint the meat.
probably not me. I'll help,
Nature
but
I have +2, so
I'm -1 on
I
both.
have proficiency in medicine. I will. 2 critical failures.
Wow.
Okay, Jesus.
Wow. Okay.
Double
that's good.
ones.
Okay, can we just pretend that didn't happen?
Nope.
No,
So-
you rolled it.
But
So you see, on the first scorpion, Savos just walks up
It
and he
just
begins
bites the stinger.
inspecting. He begins inspecting this thing, and almost with a confidence you've never seen, he seems to know exactly what he's doing as he walks up, and eventually he slices a small piece of muscle, and venom just goes pouring out and tainting all of the meat in the surrounding area.
oh fuck.
It just
Way to go,
completely
Dr.
ruined
Savos.
One of them.
13 on the next one.
Okay. Seeing what Savos just did, and you know, he cut a little bit of the meat. It tainted the whole area. You're like, okay, I'm gonna at least try to avoid that area. You go in and you begin kind of checking around. You manage to get probably about confidently, without possibly tainting the rest of the meat. You get about half pound usable meat. Yeah.
Not too bad.
You're not quite aware of where on its body it could trigger this, and you're like, oh, well, at least I got this. So
All right. Let's start cutting this up. Anybody got something we can cook this in? Maybe make a stew out of it.
not, Not really. And then Grim just starts eating his rations. I ain't eating that shit.
Well, it's for the prisoners. They've been starving.
I'm gonna go get a potato. I'll be back.
All right.
In real life.
Go get a potato then.
Was that in game or was that in real life?
Real life.
Maybe both.
It's so specific. That's what makes it so good.
Exactly.
He wasn't like, I'm gonna go get meat and potatoes, or he was like, a potato.
I'm
Like
gonna
a
go get
single-
dinner. No, I'm gonna get a potato.
I kind of want a potato now.
I kind of do too.
Yeah, my stomach's rumbling. So these slaves are just sitting off in the corner. Some of them are massaging. They're kind of moving the little bit of the manacles around their wrist to try to loosen them up, but they definitely feel good just being able to stretch and move, getting their full range of motion back. What do you guys want to try to do?
Grim's just gonna eat his rations and
Okay, so I'll say just to expedite
Alistair
it.
is just gonna take his bug meat and then just stand watch out, like just sitting over the cliff watching out.
Okay, are you gonna take raw? Just eat the raw bug meat?
Well, if they cook it, like just after they're done.
Yeah, I was thinking like try to cut it into strips and like see if we can't like start a fire or something and cook it.
Yeah, easy enough. You guys just begin starting a little bit of a fire, and you begin to throw this, cook this bug meat on it. Eventually, you could see the slaves are kind of just eager to eat whatever they can, and they begin just picking at it. Make a perception check, Alistair.
Two. Perception.
Nice.
14. So as you're standing and you hear a little bit of the flames flickering, a little bit further in, you do still hear, below you still hear a little bit of the river. Nothing catches your eye. Nothing seems to be making its way up as you're looking down the ladder. At this point, you guys would have taken a short rest already, so everybody can
Ooh.
use whatever hit dice they need to recover hit points. And
I don't even know what I got left. Oh, I guess I
Would
do.
sorry.
Oh,
Would we know approximately what time of night it might be?
between all that's happened, it's probably hovering around 7 or 8 p.m. at this point. So it's getting a little late, but
And
hard
did
to
you
tell.
get hit last time, Rotar?
it's my stupid axe that cuts me.
Oh. Ah.
So now I'm one
Yeah, you
point
guys,
shy of full.
It's hard to tell in the caves. You guys don't have much to go by, so you assume
Yeah.
a few hours have passed at this point, but no clue what exact time of day it is.
Oh. If you want my honest opinion, after all that, I suppose it might be a good idea to try to get some rest. Maybe hit it really early in the morning, or whatever time we wake up.
That's kind of
I'm
what we
okay
did with
with that.
the long rest yesterday. That whole camping out thing. You want to try to do that again?
Good
I mean,
point.
I'm fine with it.
I mean, I think we might have killed all of them. Hopefully. Or we can head back down. It's entirely up to you guys.
And
I'm okay with waiting a bit. Maybe these poor fuckers are gonna feel a little bit better. Then
I think left.
what?
They might think we left.
Oh shit!
There's a
So, are you guys gonna attempt to take a long rest up here, or are you gonna proceed forward, or head back out of the caves? What do you guys want to do?
I think we need to go back down.
Okay, let's do it then.
I mean, does anybody need a rest?
I'm ready
Anybody,
whenever.
anybody need a
Saba
long rest?
got his. I'm alright for my spells. That'd be the only thing I'd
Oh
really
yeah,
need.
get my spells back.
Get
On a short
2
rest or
levels.
long?
I don't. You don't.
Arcane recovery. Once per short rest. He can regain levels.
Got it.
Spell levels equal to half his wizard level.
Mhm.
He gets 1 second level spell slot back.
God, you did memorize that
Or
book,
2
didn't you?
first.
Yeah, he did. We all know he did.
That's all good, man.
He's a robot.
What?
You all right?
He dropped his
Again?
potato.
I dropped my phone again.
Oh, at least
I
you didn't
thought you
drop your
dropped it.
potato.
I thought you dropped your potato.
It sounded like food fell on you and it was hot.
Yeah.
Not that you just lost your phone.
You're eating a
Sounded like
legit
you were in
potato?
pain.
Like, do you just have like a baked potato that you're eating with your bare hands? That's what I'm picturing. It's like you're
No,
chewing on a rock.
I have a potato on a fork that I ate in the kitchen.
Okay.
Well, so it's just as bad as I thought.
Ow.
Yeah, so you guys are, you guys get, whatever spell slots, you guys get back your health. I'd say you guys took the next 30 or so minutes as the rest of the slaves just begin kind of mowing down, a few of them even passing out in the process, just falling asleep.
Should we leave them here? Let them rest?
Might be for the best. I mean, this is
Probably.
probably the way we're coming out either way, so we can always come back for them.
I would like to wake one of them up just so they don't freak out when we leave.
The one with the longsword is not sleeping. He's actually just leaning
Oh, okay.
against the wall, and he watches you approach.
Well, my friend, we're probably going to head back down. We're going to leave you guys up here in relative safety. We're going to try to crack at it again.
And he kind of quickly stands up as you say, you guys are gonna leave them. And he points the sword towards the scorpions, and he says, "Are there gonna be any more of those things?"
Possibly.
Well, we can't rule that out. I suppose you're right.
Do you want to come with us?
He goes, "Can't speak for the others, but stay close by if possible. Just avoid any of that."
Uh,
I don't
At the
feel
same time,
also,
I'm not leaving them up here to die. Sorry, go ahead, Alistair.
I was gonna say, if you do need to run and you run over that bridge over there, and he nods his head towards like this area. Be careful on that bridge. It took one of
Yeah.
us down it.
He goes,
It's stable.
"Is the way clear that way?"
It should be near the end of this. Where this cave ends, there's a crack in the wall. Might be some weird people, but if you're quiet, you should be fine.
He goes,
These weird,
People,
stinky creatures.
quiet. "Creatures, quiet. Got it. Well, there's no time to waste now." And he kind of wakes up the rest of them, and he goes, "Listen, freedom is over that way." And the rest of them are like, "Freedom?" And you hear a few murmurs, even saying, "I could see my family again." And he goes, "Yes, we must go now. However, we must be steady of foot and swift. Stay quiet, stay low." He goes, "Those," and he points to the chains, he goes, "Leave them. You must leave now." And the rest of them, kind of as much as possible, make their way, and they eventually start moving in that direction as eventually the man with the sword turns around and says, "Thank you. If we make it out of this alive, we'll be in Oldwin. We'll be waiting."
Before you go,
However, yes.
there are two that are likely still outside. An orc and a man with fair hair. Like you, they were to be slaves. If you meet up with them, they'll be able to help you. We freed them as well.
Goes, "I will. Thank you." And they all just kind of slowly, very quietly, and actually at this point, a few of them are barefoot, so they're just being extremely quiet, begin making their way towards the doors.
All right, gentlemen.
We ready
Are we
to do
in
this?
this?
Yeah, let's go kick some ass.
That's what we
Alright,
came here
let's
for.
go.
Okay. You guys are gonna make your way down to the landing dock area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys
Sneaking up
traverse
there
through.
probably would be better.
You guys traverse through,
in
make your
case.
way down this long ladder, and as you're going through the long ladder, you guys have been through a lot. Eventually, ending up in this position from your time in Clyde, you guys have a little bit of time to reflect about your time in Clyde, about even seeing Edeline, meeting Edeline for the first time, meeting Augustus for the first time, and what that misfortune of being thrown potentially in jail brought you guys to this point where you guys met the noble, made your way east eventually to Oldwin. And as you guys make your way down to the bottom of the stairs, now into this deep part of these mines, with the sound of water rushing by, you guys find yourselves eventually making your way towards the dark, long hallway. And before you stands 3 paths, one to the right, one in front, and one to the left.
And,
Everybody make a stealth check, actually, please.
and Clockwork Fuckface went this way.
Oh, shit.
What was yours?
7.
19? 19?
You're not that stealthy.
No, that's with
19,
advantage?
yeah.
How does that work?
I have a Cloak of Elven Kind.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys try to go as quietly as you can. Not being really familiar with this place as you guys are walking through, you guys do make a little bit of noise as you realize that there are tracks on the ground as you guys walk in. It looks like mine cart tracks almost, and they both go in all the tracks go in all 3 directions. So there is a sort of track system in this place for the carts. But seemingly you guys make it through, make a little bit of noise, tripping over a few of these things, making clanking sounds.
Is there a
But-
mine car in here we could ride in?
I would probably make a bit of noise, but
I want to ride in a mine
There
cart.
are- There's not one immediately in the triple path you guys are standing in, but there was one, a few where the loading dock was. So,
I want to
where
do
they
some
were
Temple
taking
of
the
Doom
bodies
shit.
with. And I went in my fucking
vicious mockery kill, but no, you had to steal.
Oh, fine. I'm sorry.
Gonna be a decent scene too,
Okay, sorry.
possibly, or it could have just
So,
been
Please forgive me.
never.
So, guys, 3 paths stand before you.
Anybody got a coin to flip?
Do they make 3-sided
Um,
coins?
I have this, and I
I
pull
was
out
hoping
the music
someone
note
would get
coin.
that.
Oh, sorry. Didn't know that was a joke.
Which way do we want to go, boys?
I'm going to send my cat to scout down the pathway straight ahead of us.
Straight ahead?
That's where
yeah.
the guy flew to.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Let's...
Is this where we are?
Where, like,
Yeah, you're
here.
standing like
So
right
there's
here.
like straight ahead, and then there's down and up on the map, right?
The guys point to the one on the right and said there was only one guard.
I would like to sneak around the corner to the right and see what I can see, like this way.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check. How far is the range on your cat, Savos?
It's 100 feet that I can telepathically communicate with it,
Okay.
which is what I'm going to do.
Make a perception check for me. And so, Brotar, you just managed to sneak around the corner and make a perception as well as you're looking down the hallway.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Natural
The
one.
hallway. So, Brotar, you sneak around the corner, and I mean, you're looking down this hallway. It looks like a long, long hallway. Savos, you actually send your cat forward. It gets to about 100 feet, and it's just more hallway. However, with your keen eyes, you do see that it probably extends for another 100 or so feet before hitting a wall.
So, like, it's just a dead end that way?
You're not quite sure, but you do see. Actually, okay, yeah. Since you rolled a crit, your cat walks up 100 feet and kind of just can see that it hits a wall. And actually, it looks like almost paths to the right and left as well.
Okay, I'm going to say to the party, about 200 feet down this path, there's 2 paths that lead left and right.
I ain't found shit over on my side.
Yeah, on your side, Brotar, you just see a long hallway.
It's just a long hallway. But it looks empty.
Oh, we know that the river back there probably led back down to that mine area we were when we first got here. You could
Do you want
Can't
to
go straight.
hop in a minecart and ride the river down?
No, but we can follow roughly where it leads. So I think going somewhere south from here, vaguely following where the river went, probably lead us to where we need to go.
So the one way we haven't checked yet.
Pretty much.
Can I do a barrel roll across this empty room and sneakily see down this other hallway?
Yeah, sure. Make an acrobatics check.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh.
Like you're gonna
Hey,
James Bond style,
Yeah.
do a roll and just kind of hold your
Finish
invisible
in
gun
like a
out.
3-point landing.
Yeah. So you actually
just as a quiet like golf clap.
so from sneaking into the corner, Brotar's being a little Peter Griffin on the other side, like looking in the hallway, trying to be sneaky. He is sneaky. Seeing this long hallway, suddenly he just leaps and almost does like an aerial roll into a barrel roll onto the other side, immediately just looking around as you land.
Do I need to make another perception check?
Natural one.
Yeah, so I'll say if someone wants to help you, Wait, that was your previous. Yeah, make another perception check.
11.
South Hall. Yeah, so you see, actually, this hallway's a little bit shorter. Still about 100 feet or so, but it does lead into what looks like an opening.
I think maybe this might be our best chance. There's an opening down there, about 100
I'm
feet.
gonna head over that way.
I'm gonna toss my cat down that way first.
Just chuck him.
No, not chuck him. Just send him down there.
I know he's not a real cat, but that's sad.
Okay.
I'm not gonna throw him. I'm just gonna
How far in?
I'm gonna send it to whichever comes first. My max of 100 feet or the end of the hallway. And just to be clear, I'm not actually throwing him.
Okay. Are you gonna make a perception check, or are you just gonna send him in just to kind of walk in?
Perception. I just want to. Another natural 20. Jesus fuck.
You don't have advantage.
Yeah, you don't have advantage.
I know, but.
So as you're walking, as Pumpkin is walking through, are you gonna perceive through him?
Yeah.
Okay. You warg back into Pumpkin as Pumpkin is walking through, walking past Brotar, eventually the 100 feet all the way through. You don't seem to see anything other than just a very blank hallway. You see more tracks following through. However, you do hear the sound of almost clanking. Ding, 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 ding. Faintly inside this opening.
Okay. I'm just gonna say to the party, there's some kind of metallic sound down this path. I think it might be worth checking out.
We
Probably where they're mining.
We should be sneaky.
If you want to stage a revolution, that would be the place to get it. They have something that's kind of like weapons.
Do I still have the bone pick for picking locks?
Yep. Yeah, you still have it.
It's a drumstick.
Yeah, it's made out of a bone, right?
I was
When you
thinking
said
wood,
drumstick,
but-
I assumed you meant like turkey or chicken leg.
Oh, an actual like drum.
I understand that.
on stick.
I understand
like a
that
wooden
now, but I had in my head that it was like a chicken leg.
Where would I get a chicken?
I
leg?
don't know, but it fit.
He's got pocket chicken. Alistair's always got pocket chicken.
I mean, there's my legs, but I'm not cutting my leg off.
I don't
Those
know.
are
That was
That's
funny.
cake, not chicken. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so
Well, it's
you
actually
still
kind
have
of
it.
goat. It's a little more goaty.
So, what do you guys want to do?
My vote's for this way, since that's probably where we can do a similar thing like we did last time. The more we can take out without wasting a lot of our big stuff, the better.
Are you guys going to proceed
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
down this south path, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Sneaky.
So you guys
Go.
continue on, sneaking. Okay, everybody make a stealth check.
Do
Oh, jeez. This isn't good.
Oh, doing a little better now.
Okay. 12.
And
Faustus?
Faustus.
Sorry, I had a way to go to the bathroom. What's up?
Roll a
just
stealth
make
check.
a stealth roll.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh.
Damn it,
Oh.
Faustus.
Clang, clang, clang,
you guys-
clang.
You guys make your way down this hallway, and as you guys are walking by, you do see that there's a mine track. There are actually a few random pieces of ore just kind of all over the walls, all over the place. You guys also see lots of barrels as you come closer to the opening. I'll say actually who's leading the charge at this point?
It's
Um,
always me.
I'll say just a marching order.
Okay.
So Grim would be in the front.
Guess I'd be right behind him.
In the middle for me.
Faustus and Brotar is our usual marching order, I believe.
So it'll be Grim and Alistair behind. Sorry. And then who's behind Alistair?
I believe that's where we put Savos the Squishy.
Savos behind. And then
Faustus and Brotar, I believe. It's our
Faustus.
usual thing. If anyone wants to change, go ahead.
No, works for me.
Yeah. So as you guys are walking through, I'll say Grim and Alistair make a investigation check.
Okay.
However, as you guys are walking through, trying to be as quiet, you make it about 3/4 of the way in, and Faustus' foot just hits, manages to kick a few of the ore pieces around, and actually it just starts bouncing off of the mine tracks on the ground, making a clink, 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 clanking sound. The sound that you guys heard earlier, or that Savos heard earlier, of what sounded like pickaxes has stopped.
Oh shit!
Oh, fuck.
A whisper.
Is there like outcroppings where we can kind of like hide from anybody coming down?
We'll get to that in a sec. So, Grim, did you make a perception investigation?
Oh, sorry.
No problem.
Investigations not great.
Yep.
Jesus.
So,
It's a
Alistair, you
solid one.
kind of, these barrels draw your curiosity, and you actually kind of look inside, lift the lid on a few of them, and they look like this almost bluish liquid inside of it.
And I have no clue what it is whatsoever.
I'll say make a intelligence check. I'll say make a just make a general intelligence check.
All right. 11 again.
11. Yeah, I mean, it's not absolutely uncommon. You would have seen it during your travels. It's a liquid called Azure Spray. All you know is that it's explosive, but you don't know how to trigger it. You don't know what to do with it.
I will slowly turn to the rest of them and say, be careful with these. These things can explode. I don't know how, but they do. I forget how they trigger.
You tell.
So,
Savos is going to be like maniacally rubbing his hands together.
do I know roughly how dangerously it explodes?
You don't know its blast, how
What?
big its capability is for explosion.
Then I'm just
Okay.
sitting here. It's probably the issue then.
Okay, let me see my what I have in my equipment.
Yeah, you don't know the blast radius of this thing. You don't know how many megatons it's capable of exploding, if it does reach megatons, but you know it's explosive. And it almost has this, it's almost very misleading because it has a very sweet smell to it. It's very, very...
Okay.
That's-
So
And
here's
it's
what
just-
I'm.
see a few barrels of that around.
Yeah,
Here's
there's
what I'm gonna
probably
do.
about 6 barrels right now as you guys traverse through this hallway.
Oh shit. Okay, Bobby.
Yeah,
Bobby?
no, my connection's not very good. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I have a torch. I'm gonna dip a little bit into the liquid.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I
walk.
immediately moved like 20 feet back.
I'm gonna
I'm
walk
following
like
Alastair.
like 80 feet forward, and I put the torch down. I walk back, I get one of my arrows. I wrote some cloth around it. I'm gonna set it on fire, and I'm gonna fire at the torch.
I'm gonna move back too.
So it's a wooden torch, right? Correct.
Yeah.
You're gonna dip. Yeah, you're gonna dip it into this azure spray.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh wait, this is gonna make a lot of noise.
And then you're gonna throw it which direction? Like you guys are probably remember that. Sorry, these things are like 25 feet long. This each square. So you guys are in this hallway. We'll just say this is we'll say this is just a walking order, but I'll put your party token like where you guys would be roughly.
That's
So
where we all would fit roughly.
so you guys had probably made your way about here when you guys saw those barrels. You're close to the opening, but still probably about 50 feet. 60 feet. You guys don't see anything so far into this hallway. Which way are you gonna throw this?
Okay, can I? I'm sorry. We are here.
Yes.
Okay. So is that 150 feet?
Yes.
Let me see what my. Yeah, that's exactly my range. I'm gonna place it right here.
Are you gonna walk that way?
Yeah, I walk. No rush.
Okay.
I place it against the wall. Then I come back. I get one of my arrows. I ignite it, and I'm gonna fire at it.
As you're about to go do that, you do hear a voice call out and say, "Someone there."
Shh! No. I'm doing science. Shh! Shut the fuck up.
And then you hear a few more voices go, "Hello?"
Oh fuck!
Right away
Who are you?
The torch.
Are you guys gonna try to speak to it, or?
I'd assume they're
Yeah.
coming from this way, is where we're hearing
Yes.
them, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, fuck. These could be slaves going to check it out.
So I just turn to them with my fiery arrow. Who's there?
And they kind of don't respond.
Okay, fuck it. I just turn to the torch and I fire.
Okay. Which arrow are you gonna shoot?
Oh no, it's just a regular arrow that I wrote some cloth around it. Set it on fire.
Okay.
It's not magical.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Okay, please work. Please work.
I think that's within the range of your longbow.
Yeah, no, it is.
Without disadvantage, yeah. 17 will hit it. So you just send this arrow streaking through the air. Flaming arrow flying through the air. You're 100% sure it hits the mark. Nothing. No sound.
Okay,
No
that was
explode.
anticlimactic.
Good thing to know. Fire doesn't start it off.
You guys wait probably about a few minutes until eventually you just hear a it actually explodes quite a bit. It rocks the cavern. It begins shaking heavily. I need actually everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't regret anything.
That is what I am fucking talking about.
Oh, you probably just exploded all of it in there. We probably just closed this thing down.
Okay, I'm
Brotar
gonna
as well.
use that fucking ability that I have.
Brotar and Brotar.
That's a 14 then?
Okay. Yeah. Brotar, you actually are caught a little bit off guard. It's almost like knocking you side to side on the walls. You don't, and actually it causes you to trip over one of the tracks on the ground. knocking you prone.
Shit. Can I
That
help him out?
was awesome.
Oh, we're in
For
it
once, I
now.
agree with him.
We should.
That was
Do you guys
fucking
have
awesome.
vials? We need to get as much of that shit as we can.
Did all the other barrels get caught in this explosion? Because I thought we were like out here.
Yeah, it didn't catch you guys in an explosion. Like it didn't hurt anybody by its blast.
Oh, I thought
It just rocked the place.
Sorry, Jay.
Oh,
Did you say
I
that?
thought the barrels were here.
Did you say I needed to
Yeah,
roll
you shot a
something
torch
for
that-
my
It
9?
was right next to him.
No, you just you got knocked against the walls and fell prone due to
Okay.
the mine tracks.
Gotcha.
So
I
it
think I
wasn't
can
actually.
help him out.
So, JR, the ones in the barrels still in the barrels, or did they explode?
Yeah, they're like where your token is where the
Okay,
barrels were,
got- Oh yeah.
and you
that's
just
what I-
shot
that's what I
that
got.
little one, but that little bit that you did caused enough of an explosion too. It wasn't like a
Everybody feel-
flammable. Like it wasn't like when you did it that it caused a big fire to explode around you. It just exploded with force, so it sent a big shock.
Oh. But did dumbass Grim understood that?
You would
That
have
it
just
was on
felt,
the fire?
You saw fire at all.
yeah, you wouldn't have
Okay.
seen fire.
Okay, I just start. Oh shit! Do you guys have vials? We need that. That's good. We can fuck people up with that.
I'm gonna.
We're gonna-
Savos is gonna start like attempting to shake Brodar's shoulders. How many barrels of this shit can you carry?
As many as I can try. I don't know. Can I go pick one of these up and see how heavy it is?
Yeah, make a strength check.
If we're gonna do something, we better do it fast because we're probably about to have company.
It's a 12 because for some reason those aren't coming
12?
through.
Yeah, it's enough for you. I mean, you're a hardy guy. You can lift one of these barrels up, no problem.
I mean, I
about
can.
100 or
I
so
can
pounds.
probably. I can probably do it as well.
Can I carry 2?
We got.
I mean, you're
Um,
probably gonna be. You probably won't be able to fight like it.
Yeah, if you were to
Okay,
carry
shit.
2, you would be moving at reduced
I'd
speed.
be encumbered.
Yeah, you would be walking at reduced speed, and you wouldn't be able to take actions unless you put it down. So
I mean, how much of this shit do we need? Is one barrel enough?
No,
We
you
need
carry
all of
one.
it.
I can
Yeah,
carry. I
you
can carry
carry
one.
one. I carry the other.
All right.
So, as you guys are deliberating this, you guys eventually hear what sounds like a forced march. At first, it just starts coming from the south towards you guys. But eventually, the forced march you hear begin to become louder and louder and louder as it starts coming from this northern area as well.
Can is there more of these barrels back behind us? Like we grabbed 2 of them, but there's a bunch, right?
No, there's just about 6 where you guys are currently, but there's none where the other areas that you guys are.
I'm just wondering if I could take one of the ones that the one that I have, and run it up here and like set it down, so like up here, without being seen, and then Grim could shoot an arrow at it and blow up whatever's coming at us.
You
Okay.
know, I had a similar idea. We can just drop. We don't need to lose the entire barrel because, for one thing, just a little bit did had a
Bad.
huge effect. So we can just dump some of the thing here, the liquid, and I can fire an arrow.
So
Or you can
the
sip
sound
your
is getting
arrows, man.
louder. The sound is getting louder, guys.
Whatever
What
the
you
fuck
wanna
we do, we need to do it now.
You have maybe 30 seconds at most
Okay.
of what you can assume.
I
So-
dump some of the liquid. Where are the sounds coming from?
From the
Again?
north and the
Uh,
south, both directions.
so-
you guys are entrapped almost.
So
in the
here
south.
and here. Okay.
Here and
So
the
I'm-
south below you. So
Oh, okay.
All right.
They're pinching us.
I'm I'm gonna dump some of the oil here, some here, and then I'm gonna fire arrows at it.
Okay.
You
I'll
can
say
fire arrow there. Sabos can hit that one with his fireball.
Brotar and Grim roll a d20 each.
Jesus.
Nice, brother.
So
I don't know what
Brotar
it's for.
Actually, he's running with this barrel, and he has the great idea of just running with this one barrel over to the edge and starts pouring, jabs a hole in it and starts letting it kind of pour on the ground. Grim, you manage to get one. I'll put a little marker on it, I guess. Or I'll just draw this shape. So basically, you manage to get a little bit spilled over here, and a little bit spilled over here. And Brotar, you managed to create a streak running from here to here before actually just you're running out of time. This sound is now getting closer. The march.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Makes its way, and you hear a voice. You hear a woman speak, and she goes, "Who goes there? Speak."
Oh, I've been looking forward to this. Oh boy, should we try to bullshit, or do you want me to go loud and proud?
We don't do the talking. We do the punching.
I'm gonna firebolt this this tiny streak right here. Oh, hold on.
Yep.
This one right here. Would that be in range?
With your firebolt.
Firebolt's 120. So yeah.
No, you're not. You're not there though.
Each of these squares was 25. I think you said.
You guys are over here still, right? At the barrels, or are you guys near the docks?
Oh, we ran back like here, and then we were gonna hide out over here. I thought
So
this
you guys
is where we went to from, like when that's where Grim took his shot was back here.
Ah, I see. Gotcha. Okay, I thought you guys were still down this hallway.
No.
So if that's the case, you guys actually hear everybody, them coming from all directions. Here, and here.
Baltex.
So
Okay, I just fire my arrow right here.
I'm gonna start running towards the loading dock and firebolt both these other areas.
Okay, make attack rolls.
Okay.
I wonder if it's impact instead of
23.
23.
9 and 11.
Yep. So your firebolts go shooting. Grim, you're shooting which one? This top little pile over here?
I was shooting this one.
That big long line. Okay.
Yeah.
And which you're shooting these two sabos on the side?
Yeah, I'm shooting the two on the side.
Okay. A few moments passes. Your fireballs actually get there sooner than the arrow does because Grim has to knock it up and everything. Your fireballs don't trigger these explosions.
Oh fuck!
Shit.
However, after a few moments, Grim's does, and it just goes, poof, and it explodes. Again, this one a little bit larger. I need everybody to make another con save.
Shit.
Oh.
See, I told y'all this was the best idea.
God damn it.
6.
Oh god, another fucking like less than 10 rolls.
Okay.
15.
Brotar and Grim, you guys are holding onto the walls, attempting to hold yourselves steady, finding whatever purchase you can. The rest of you fall prone to the ground from this blast.
that trigger the other lines or no?
It did not.
Oh, Zax.
But did it at least block the path? In any of the directions?
It created enough of a path or a blockage that you do see a little bit of rubble fall, or those of you who are looking in that direction, a little bit of rubble does fall in that corner. But it was more of like a seismic. It wasn't like with the amounts that you guys put, it wasn't like it blew like a large hole on the wall. It just sent everything flying around it with force damage.
Okay, guys. Last idea. Put the barrels here. Oh shit.
Oh, I don't think
Put the
we have
barrels
time.
here.
I don't think we have time for that, bro.
Jay, what did you say that lady's name was?
I didn't say her name.
Can I just
Oh, sorry, I thought
throw?
you said.
Can I throw the barrel I have and have Grim shoot it as I'm throwing it?
Make a strength check if you want to.
That's gonna fall.
Natural one, you throw it right on your party.
That
No, I'm joking.
Is a honest to God natural 20 for a 24.
Oh shit! Wow,
Oh my god.
Yes.
crazy. Okay, so you do send this barrel flying, and you're saying you want to roll it like you want to put it like here, like toss it right
Yeah,
amidst that room.
exactly.
Okay.
And now I need
Alistair,
Grim to hit it though.
Alistair is like taking bunker behind this area and like bracing
Nice,
himself
well
against
done.
the wall.
Oh yeah,
I
I'm
think
gonna
I'm gonna do the
chill
same
with
thing.
Alastair behind this wall.
And I rolled
20.
a natural 1 and a 2, but yeah.
Holy cow, guys!
Oh, for
Okay, so
fuck's
you
sake,
guys
Grim.
pull up this arrow and shoot it, and it goes,
Fluffernutter.
and you see, yeah, it's totally flopping. Actually, you guys wait for a few moments again. I'll say, who's looking at this scene at this point? Are you guys still?
I
looking at
will
it?
be.
I'm like taking cover like in the
Yeah.
corner around this.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
so
I'm
no one-
looking
Like
I'm
I
taking
am
cover with
bracing
Alastair,
myself
but,
to
like-
die in the cave in thanks to these.
No one's looking,
No,
right? Okay.
No.
No, hold on. I'm taking cover in the same place the Alastair is, but I'm peeking around the corner because I want to watch this shit.
Okay.
I'm
make
gonna be right here. No,
Okay.
here.
Make a perception. Yeah, I'll say make a perception check. Whoever's looking
I'm looking.
at it well enough. Okay.
Probably a hard impact that
8.
causes it to explode. If I had to guess.
Yeah, so you watch just Grim's arrow land, and it just takes a few moments, and that same hissing sound again. And you hear actually the force march making its way towards it until eventually it just explodes. The whole place begins to quake heavily from this. I need everybody to make con saves
Oh fuck.
at this
We
point.
get an advantage for bunkering down?
No, you do not.
Oh fuck.
That's
22.
10.
This
Hey,
would
I got
be
a good one.
equivalent of almost a quake spell at this point.
I got a 2 plus 5.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, no, we
Uh,
lost Rotar.
So the rest of you are leaning up against walls, attempting as best as you can.
Yeah.
Faustus grabs up a nearby cart that still violently quakes, but due to its heavy nature, doesn't shift as much. Brotar, you actually just fall right into this gushing river
Awesome.
as a result of the blast. Just forces you and pushes you all the way back. However, pieces of the wall begins falling in that central area. And yeah, the area is covered at this point as boulders and things just start caving towards it. And it looks like, from what you guys can see, that it, as dust begins flying everywhere and eventually the dust does settle, it seems to have blocked the area from what you guys can gather.
Well, that was fucking awesome.
Well, that kinda
Brotar,
cut off our only way to go.
Brotar, you are
yeah.
flying now in this river. You are just beginning to slide.
Ah!
This
Trying to
is a
grab
strong.
Brotar! No!
Yeah, I'm
This is
gonna
strong.
grab him.
I will.
This is a strong current.
Can I try to send my rope of climbing out to one of those guys to grab a hold of it? Do I have the wherewithal to
Could
do
you just
that?
Misty step back onto the ledge?
I'll say make a
Oh.
dex
I
Uh,
could.
dex roll, like a flat dex, not save or anything. Dexterity check.
That is a 22, 19 plus 3.
22. Yeah. So immediately as you land in the water, you're a seafaring man. You know what's going on. You know the power of this river is not, it's not an easy swim. So you just instinctually grab the rope and toss it. Who are you going to toss it towards? Just a general direction?
Well, is our order that we have here
Alistair-
correct? Like here? Because
Yeah, like everybody's
Grim's the
so
closest to me. I'll throw it to
solid.
Grim, and he's probably the strongest of everybody that's up there.
Okay.
I mean, I have
Grim-
supported your weight before.
This is true. You guys you can hold his waist.
Grim, you just see this rope
Right.
begin to shimmy its way towards you.
I just grab it, wrap it around my arm, and I try
Okay.
to.
Make a strength check.
I will inspire him for this.
Okay.
Ooh.
So add a
20.
d6.
Wow.
1d6. Oh, no, sorry. That is not correct.
I will burn in bardic inspiration for this.
24.
So you guys watch Brotar just begin sliding down this river. Grim, you grab this rope as best as you can as Alastair is behind you singing songs, about your heroism. Eventually, you grab this rope,
heroism.
and there is a small piece of rock that you manage to just use as kind of support as you manage to not let Brotar get swept away in this river. You are still, however, hanging on to him.
So I'll just try to start pulling myself up the rope.
You will not claim my brother, you filthy river!
I want to try to help Grim pull him in.
I'll say Grim make a strength check with advantage, and Brotar make a strength check as well.
Okay.
You know, we're probably going to have to go down this way anyway.
It's a 10.
20.
Yeah.
20. Wow. Okay.
Mine's
so
a
Grim,
10
you're
if you heard
pulling.
me.
Yeah. So you're pulling. You begin pulling Brotar closer and closer, and a few moments in, you just have him maybe 3 or 4 feet ahead of you. Brotar, you actually begin to kind of somewhat lose your grip on this piece of rope as the river is gushing from this blast. I need you to make another strength.
Strength
no,
check?
no, hold on, brother!
That is a not natural 20.
Okay, dirty 20. So you just managed to actually get your footing back, finding a few loose rocks. Your feet slip on occasion, but eventually you nimbly hop, using Grim as leverage to get back on the platform, safe and sound.
Thanks, brothers.
It's okay.
Anytime.
I don't mind a
Let's get the
swim,
fuck
but
outta
that
here.
wasn't what I was expecting. But did you guys fucking see that explosion? That was
That was
amazing.
awesome.
It was worth it.
That was
Even
some
though
quick
now our
thinking.
way into them is now cut off.
Yeah, but it was fucking awesome, wasn't it?
A little bit. I can
Like I said, it was worth it.
All right, well now
Where the fuck is this crow?
Oh god, he's back!
we're in a cave or something, and there's a crow.
There's a death crow in there.
The music has crows on it. I'm
Oh
sorry.
god, the druid guy's back!
Crows before
It
hoes.
Yep.
Hey.
Yeah, you guys want to take a few minutes? I'm just gonna get some water.
Yeah, that's cool.
You
Okay.
guys can deliberate what you guys want to do next.
I think
Okay.
all we can do is just
I'll be right back.
go down the stream.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
I don't think there's anywhere else we can go.
Can't we follow? Can't we go upstream and like
I
follow
mean,
where the slaves came from?
we came from downstream. Like, this is the
It
way.
did.
This is upstream this way. This is downstream this way.
What? If we're being serious here, why the fuck would they come all the way upstream just to dump their shit, which is going
Came
back
from
down
this
the way
way.
they came?
They
They
came
did?
from this way. Yeah, they came
Oh,
from
they
like
did?
up here, over here, dump off.
Oh shit! I thought they were like following the river.
Like a weird pier, so they may have like boats going down this way, but
Look,
this is their main way of entrance, and we kind of just completely block that off now.
all right. How about this? We hop in a minecart and ride the river downstream.
I mean, that would get us back to. I mean, we're gonna have to go downstream somehow or another, and I don't know if there's land enough to walk it.
Hey, I'm just coming up with fun solutions.
I'm
You
trying to
guys
come
can
up
be
with solutions
serious
that
and
won't get
shit.
us killed.
I'm with Alistair. I've already died
Yeah, it's
once.
not like you don't have a million backups.
Yeah, but I like Alistair. I want him to live, or at least have a very dramatic death, not just die because he fell off a waterfall or drowned in rapids.
You know what? I'm
I think
fine
it-
if Savos dies. I put like 2 hours of effort into this little shit.
I put probably in total for Alistair probably like 10 to 12. Most of that is because I spent like 8 making 48 NPCs, but yeah.
Oh my god. I didn't waste time with the NPCs in my life.
I just wanted to because I wanted to make a full circus.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
We're debating whether going down the river
Okay,
is the right
Brodar,
option.
I have a serious question for you. You want to walk downstream to the river like normies, or hop in a minecart and ride it down?
Well, is it gonna float?
Probably
I don't
not.
know.
It's usually made out of metal.
Wood with
Metal can sometimes be
reinforcements. I
buoyant.
guess.
I mean, I guess you could try to knock the wheels off. I don't know
it's
how deep
mostly
this thing is.
steel and iron.
I mean, it's at least deep enough that it started taking me down with it.
Yeah, like I mean, we can try to swim Whitewater Rapids. See how that gets us. Tie the rope around ourselves so we don't lose each other at least.
After all the effort it took to get me out of there, I'm not sure if we want to go back into it. But I don't know what other option we have.
Yeah, we kind of blocked our only other way. Someone likes
I mean-
explosives. I'm naming names.
Letter.
Gonna get some water.
Yeah, guys, I don't know what what you guys are gonna do now.
I vote minecarts.
I mean, I might be able to move some of the stuff with like gust, but not any of the big boulders.
Yeah, I mean,
they're
you can
gonna be
handle the
trying
rest with
digging out
mold earth,
there.
right?
Mold
Yeah,
earth
I
is
can
only
Dirt.
like actual soil. It doesn't move stuff.
Oh.
It'd be a little broken for a cantrip if it could completely meld through stone.
I know, right?
That's why they make it like a second or third level spell. It's a decently powerful one for like mold stone or whatever it is.
What's broken?
There was a cantrip that lets you completely move stone.
Oh shit! What is it called?
There is none. We were saying that would be broken if there was.
Okay.
It's like if we wanted to, we can make our own tunnels around here.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
it really would.
And collect all the ore we pass along the way.
Man, I can't believe we rolled 2 nat 20s on that shit.
On the ultimate fluffer nutter.
Yeah.
What about the 2 nat 1s that the double nat 1s that Savos rolled?
Oh man.
Oh, please, let's not.
I
go
am
there.
waiting for my nat 1s for all the nat 20s I got at the end of the last session. I think they're waiting for actual combat.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I got 4 spells to my name left.
I have 6
Yeah,
and a shit ton of
Yeah.
cantrips.
2.
I got 4 cantrips.
Yeah, so you guys are currently standing at the foot of this this loading dock. After having just dealt with this massive explosion that just blocked that entire pathway, what do you guys want to do?
Haul ass. We're gonna get the fuck out of there.
All right, which way are you guys gonna go?
Are you going back out to this way? Or are we going down the river?
Wherever you guys wanna go.
Or to the point, can we go down the river without having to go in the water?
Having just got out of that river, I'm not sure I want to get back in it, but that might be our only way.
I mean, if we want to try attacking them, because we could probably spend time to clear this away. We just probably don't want to do that while the enemy is right there as well.
They're probably doing it on their side.
Yeah. so
Actually,
it's probably
is
better to
there?
walk around them.
Can we hear, like, at this cave-in? Can we hear them on the other side?
You can try. You want to make a perception check?
Okay, Matt Mercer.
Does there appear to be a
Got to merge her
path?
out sometimes.
Does there appear to be a path following the river, or is
15.
it just river?
It's very precarious. It's like you see a few steps that you can maybe take, and then it just leads into like straight wall. So it would take some gymnastics to try to get through it. And yeah, Brotar, you can't hear them per se. Like you can't hear them.
I mean, is there a wall
Speaking or
about
anything
where
like
I just drew this? I mean, does that look right?
Yeah, yeah, it's a little bit back, but yeah, it's
Okay, like here.
it just blocked off that. Yeah. However, you do hear sounds, very faint. Just like it seems like they're possibly trying to dig through or tunnel through somehow already.
Guys, whatever we do, we got to do it quick because I think they're trying to dig through from the other side. And I mean, we may have a kill box here, but I don't know how many's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say we just hop in the river. Fuck, that's Irish.
Let-
Hold on.
It's okay. That's Savos' thing.
It's just all
Got
the
different accent.
is
I'm a
all,
little
like,
bit too
the
stupid for
British
this.
Isle European accents.
Here's the thing. If the stone is slick and hard to step on, I can make it normal terrain using mold earth.
I don't know if it's because of water.
Yeah, but like, how fast is this water going? I mean, are you going to be able to be flashing that in front of us as we're walking down the middle of a river?
Yeah, it's going to take you. It's instant, at least, for you to use mold earth, but you'd have to use loose earth to do it.
Yeah.
Since I was in the river, do I know how deep it is?
Your feet did not touch the bottom when you were when you fell in. But if you want, you could make a survival check to see if you could discern.
Can I give him a help action? Trying to recall
There's a
anything I might
suggestion.
remember from the mountain.
7.
There's a suggestion I really want to give as a player, but Alistair would never. I want to make a corpse boat out of the people.
Oh my god.
I'm not doing that.
We'd be better off going with the mine carts.
I feel like just jumping in this thing.
Rotar, you
Alistair
just
would.
it's deep. You don't know how deep, but your feet did not touch the bottom when you fell in.
I say fuck it, and I just run in. I'm going to jump in the river.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to
Oh.
blow charge
Together,
lead.
damn it.
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
I'll do the
Alistair
same.
dives in.
Okay. Is everyone just
TPK
gonna
by
dive in?
river. Yeah.
Okay, you guys begin to jump into the river. Splash, 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 splash. All of you fall in. Eventually, the river takes you. It is rapid. It is fast, and it is deep. It starts
Wait, I have a spell
pulling you
for
guys
this.
in all directions. What is
Too
it?
little, too late.
I'm gonna pop my. Is it too late to go my aquatic adaptation of Alter Self?
How long does that take to cast?
It's one action.
Yeah, let me see. I believe is it instantaneous? I believe it is.
So the casting time is one action, so I guess it would be instant.
Yeah.
It'll be one action, but the duration is about an hour.
1 hour.
I'll say that as you just jump in, you just tap yourself, and you can make that. You do change in appearance, so you just grow gills, and eventually just hop into the water. I'm going to need everybody to make a survival check, please.
Oh.
As the water
Oh my
water is
God.
hitting all.
19.
Everybody is getting
Yeah, I'm dead.
peppered. Everybody's getting peppered with
Natural.
water. It almost takes a few of you a moment to just even discern which direction is which, as this thing is jostling, tossing you guys, sending you guys tumbling almost. Give me a second. Looking for my dice here. Got so many dice in this fucking box. So, Faustus and Grim, you guys are actually losing a little bit of bearing on where you guys are going, and as the rest of your party seems to be floating relatively steady, dodging, bobbing, and weaving, avoiding the jagged walls that line this entire river pathway, you two actually lose your bearings and get turned around. And as you guys manage to correct yourself, both of you, with Grim hitting a floating rock near the center, a big kind of rock jutting in the center of the river, and Faustus, you hitting a jagged piece of the wall, suffer 3 points of bludgeoning or piercing damage.
Jesus.
Grim, yours is bludgeoning. Faustus, yours is piercing. As you guys are getting cut up and battered through the rocks of this rapids. You guys continue down this river. Eventually, a few steep drop-offs on occasion, which I'll actually get all of you to make acrobatics, dexterity saves, actually.
It's a straight
Oh.
deck
Uh,
save.
Straight
Saving
dex
throw?
saves.
Seriously?
Yes,
So-
dexterity saves.
20.
I have advantage.
know.
Jeez.
I had one left in the tank.
I have advantage on dex
Yeah.
saves for things I can see coming. Does that count?
Yes, yeah, I'll consider it because you're fairly proficient in the water that you're
We're all gonna die.
Well, the second one was a
Why is
22.
mine not going?
It didn't go, but it was a 22.
Okay. 22.
Jesus, 7.
I'm the only one.
I am not rolling above
No,
a 10.
Brotar rolled good.
So you guys are
Definitely.
sliding down, a few steep drop-offs here and there as the rapids just come bearing down.
I am a fish.
Faustus, you actually lose a little bit of your breath as you begin somewhat drowning as water just pours over and over your head. You can't seem to get any footing to get up above your head, above the water. Savo's with you as well, so you guys lose probably about 30 seconds from your holding your breath, eventually recovering as you guys go through some steep drop-offs. Everybody makes it through relatively okay. You guys do get battered across, so I'll say, who is it? So Grim, Savos, Grim, Savos, and Faustus. You guys suffer 2 points. You guys all suffer a point of exhaustion. Whoever, so
Everyone?
Faustus, Savos, and Grim suffer a point of exhaustion as just the relentless amount of energy it takes to keep yourself upright, going through these steep drop-offs, going through the rapids.
Shit.
Continuing on, you guys slide, weaving some more and more until after a few, I'd say about 10 minutes of suffering through this, 10 to 15 minutes of suffering through this, eventually the water steadies into a relative calm. It kind of starts outpouring slowly, still moving not super fast anymore, as it once was near the cave's entrance. But you guys begin to coast through the river for the next about hour or so. You guys are just coasting.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
this is fun. I like a good day on the river.
This is a
Also,
terrible idea.
I mean, it'd probably be good if we were all tied together so we don't lose each other.
Okay, so if it's calm enough, I'll send Naughty out to everybody to tie up to it.
okay,
Because I think if I
So
tie
yeah, you
knots
guys
in
will
it,
tie.
it's just 50 feet, but then it gives us
50 feet. Yeah.
So we'll do that.
So it gives you guys a hold. So gotcha. Yeah, the water's relatively calm, so you guys are now kind of just floating and coasting through. Eventually, you guys continue forth, and this goes on for quite some time. Actually, it takes you guys maybe another hour, and you guys are starting to get waterlogged. I need everybody to make a con save, please.
Con save. Okay,
Yeah.
that's one I'm good
Okay,
at.
that can't be coincidental when I keep rolling a
Con
7.
save 7.
Jesus.
Faustus, you're just in the shitter tonight.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So-
let me check something.
Yeah, so Faustus, you suffer another point of exhaustion.
Right?
Ugh.
However, the water is relatively calm, and you guys are now cruising through.
Right now, fast.
Okay, now I rolled a 17 when I don't need it.
So now that it's like calmed down a bit, are we able to see?
Oh, sorry. Who had the exhaustion? They have to roll at disadvantage. So
It's
Grim,
only
you
on
have to roll.
ability checks at level 1. The attacks and saves at level 3.
Oh, sorry. Okay, level 3. Gotcha. What would you say, Brotar?
So I'm at a level 2 of exhaustion.
No, you're not. No, you're okay. You're fine.
I was just saying,
CK.
now that it's slowed down a bit, are we able to see like a beach or something we can kind of get out of the water or get off this ride?
Yeah, Mom.
It's actually still fairly random walls. It's not. There's no platform per se. However, you guys eventually do come upon what looks like another dock on your left side. You guys are quickly approaching this dock that's on your left.
Probably try to get off.
Try to spread out the rope so it catches onto it.
Okay.
We just make like a line of each other.
Let's make a line of each other. I'll say everybody make a strength check for me, please.
Oh god.
Oh no.
This is to
I
see.
still got it.
14.
This is to see how well your grip holds on this thing, as you guys are kind of 14, 9. Okay.
God damn. Oh, mine
so
are at
you-
disadvantage, right?
Sorry, say it again. No.
Checks
It's
are
you guys are fine.
Because I got a.
ability checks.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys all begin to kind of try to tie the rope, or try to catch the rope at least, snag it onto this dock, and actually you guys managed to do so with Brotar kind of swimming to the left and Alastor swimming to the right. Faustus holding this thing steady as it does catch in the rope. However, the entanglement of it around the post where this dock is causes Grim and Savos to lose their grip for a brief moment, realizing now, as they're quickly approaching an edge, that this is the top of the waterfall where you guys saw those bodies falling. And you guys actually suddenly, Faustus, Alistair, and Brotar, you guys look at the end of the rope and it is just dangling with no Savos and no Grim.
Oh fuck.
And you just see their heads bob for a moment and eventually disappear.
Alistair
Well,
lets
fuck.
go and dashes after him.
I'm just gonna dive back in.
You're gonna go back in the water?
Yeah, and try to find him.
And
Okay.
Alistair let go of the rope and dived after wherever he saw the heads.
I'm
Okay.
too fucked
plan,
up to
but-
be able to go.
Faustus, what are you gonna do?
Considering my condition, I'm probably a little bit too fucked up to actually be helpful.
So you're just gonna hang on near the docks?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Have
try to hang on.
anything.
There is, so if you guys were to climb the docks, there is a platform that now has a steady footing running down the river. So do you guys still want to continue diving, or do you want to try to climb
Well,
up
Our
and
friends
run
are
side by side?
going down the river.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to lose them.
Okay. The cave mouth opens, and now the four of you find yourself floating downriver. And just as you do, you see a steep drop off. And you guys gather that this is, in fact, the waterfall that you guys saw the very first time you guys fell fighting the Ankegs. I'm going to need everybody.
Gonna try
Two.
something stupid.
What are you going to try?
I try to get everyone around me to like gather up in a ball, and then if we're gonna go overboard, unless somebody else has something else they can do. Nope, I don't have that spell.
Okay.
I'm going to try to cast Thunder Wave
Oh god.
right before we hit to kind of try to cushion the blow.
Okay.
Is that like
it is you,
Oh.
Brotar, near each
What
other.
did you
Wow,
need?
sorry.
Grim and Savos are probably about 30 or so feet, 20 or 30 feet ahead of you.
and how far is this drop?
Alistair would
It's
have
high.
been swimming towards them, trying to get close to the
Yeah.
ones that are drowning.
Right, I was trying to get up to him as well. I mean, I'm going to be swimming
Okay.
as fast as I can.
So I'll say you guys are probably managed to close about, I'd say you guys are about 7 to 5 feet behind them.
I'm not sure what my swim speed is.
If you don't have one, it's typically half of your normal.
Okay, I don't think I have one.
So it'll be about 15 feet. So you guys are about 5 to 7 feet behind them.
And so Alistair is just trying to get to them to at least try to take them somewhere, but probably going over the falls, so he wants to try to hold on to them and try to cast Thunderclap as they fall to try to cushion the blow.
Okay. Is who has the rope? Is it Faustus or
Rotar would.
I think
so
it
Faustus
would be
just
me.
hung on to the dock post, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Faustus stayed there.
So easy enough. You guys throw the rope. Savos and Grim manage to catch it, and you guys all kind of coalesce and pull each other together as you guys are now huddled. Eventually, you guys are about 10 to 15 feet over this, almost over this edge. Anything else you guys want to do before the inevitable?
Was
For
Faustus
inevitable
still
death.
holding us back?
Nope, not death, but just inevitable.
The inevitable falling over a thing.
The waterfall.
Waterfall.
Yeah.
We don't even have a barrel to ride over
We're
in.
still holding on the rope, or
No,
it-
you're actually on the post.
So
Yeah, so Faustus is still on the dock, like hugged around the pole.
considering I'm at like level 2 of exhaustion, I assume that probably wouldn't be able to help very much, and would probably end up getting myself killed in the process.
Yeah. Disadvantage on ability checks and your speed is halved. And
I am probably going to try to get up onto the dock and get out of the river, though.
how far are we from the dock?
You guys, it had just blown past you. You guys swam probably like, 20 or so, 15, 20 feet ahead. The dock is probably sitting at about 30 or 40 feet behind
And
you at
am
this
I
point.
with everybody else now? We're all huddled together.
You're all huddled together.
Then
and
I'm
you're
gonna
about 15
send-
feet from the edge.
I'm gonna send Naughty back to the dock because it's 60 feet.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it can only go 10 feet every 6 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah.
So unless we fight the current for like a minute,
Damn it.
holding on to these two
Is
guys.
there anything else I could send this thing to, or fuck, that's not gonna work. Damn it.
If you want, make a perception check at disadvantage. Since
I should have-
Very stressful.
I should have
Very stressful situation.
tied it off before I jumped in.
Come on, Brotar, we can do this. And I tried to bardic inspiration him.
Disadvantage, right?
Yeah. Oh god damn it! The second one. There it goes. It's still not going through. It was a 6, so it's a 6.
Okay.
Uh,
And your bardic inspiration.
Yeah, roll a d6 because you could actually.
So 12? No. 8? 10?
10.
10. I can do math.
Yeah. At
No.
this point, it looks almost like the rock is just random. There's nothing stands out at you as any sort of knob that you can toss Naughty into as you guys are approaching the edge of this waterfall. Faustus, you look on to your friends, concerned, and eventually you see the four of them just immediately fall over the edge. And what would you say you were gonna do,
I was
Alistair?
gonna
You're just gonna try to do a thunder wave?
thunderclap. It's a cantrip.
Oh,
Like,
thunder
I was
clap.
gonna try
okay.
to. Yeah, I got rid of thunder wave for shatter.
Okay.
So it's just a force of air around me, so I'm trying to use it as a cushion as we fall. Try to
Okay.
break our fall a little bit.
Do me a favor and go ahead and roll the d6.
For damage.
Yeah.
6.
Okay.
Twice.
So, I'll say for this that you don't suffer 6d6 of damage. You suffer 5d6 of damage.
Whew. Took off a d6.
I try to climb up on the dock.
So everybody suffers 17 points of bludgeoning damage as you guys fall 60 feet, falling. You begin falling, and at the last second, Alistair managed to click off this thunderclap spell that just slightly cushions you guys from falling and directly impacting from the water. However, the impact is still the velocity of it, just a raw velocity, manages to hurt everybody. And you guys are down 17 health.
Cool. 5
Right in
health
that-
over here.
It could have been a lot worse.
Oh,
This
would've
river
been-
fucked me up more than like the last 10 fights we had.
Jay,
Yep.
Ow.
I'd like to try to climb up onto the dock if possible. out of the river.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we left Faustus behind.
Make a strength check.
Okay. Our
You're
ability-
exhausted, so
Yeah.
it's almost like when you work out and your arms just feel like noodle at that point. Faustus,
Exactly what I was expecting.
you find yourself unable to hang on.
Oh shit.
This river is proving brutal, shoving you in all sorts of directions, causing you lots of pain as you begin making your way down. Similar fate as your friends.
Well, boys, today maybe is a good
So
day
are
to
we
die.
just in that pool where me and Savos found that gear? Or are we on like a separate?
Yeah, you're in the same pool now.
Oh,
Faustus,
that makes sense.
you suffer 22 points of damage as you just topple
I guess
over
we
the
wouldn't
edge.
really
Well,
be
I'm
able
into
to
the negative.
prepare for him.
Yeah, you guys just kind of bob out of the water, and you're like, okay, that really hurt. Ow! Like belly flop in the water, and then you just hear right behind you as Faustus falls in.
Well, at least we fared better than most that have gone over that waterfall.
I don't think they let living people do that.
I'm just saying, at least we're not dead.
Yet.
Well, I'm currently in the process of drowning, so
So you guys are back.
down.
So you guys are eventually find yourselves back. This place, the Ankeg body still rotting away at this point.
Oh, I just deleted myself again. Damn it!
It's okay.
I pulled a Grim.
I can't really do anything. I'm down.
Are you dead? Like out?
Like, yeah.
Then I'm gonna dive in.
22, like tapped out everything I had. I mean, I could.
I'm gonna dive in and grab Faustus and
Oh shit!
bring
I
him to
didn't know you were
shore.
that squishy.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I
Yeah,
had already
so
taken damage from like all the freaking shitty rolls.
So
Oh,
eventually
true.
you do manage to
Oh fuck!
see Faustus through, bring him out of the water.
I'll second level healing hands him.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. 7 HP. Damn. Those shitty rolls.
Something.
At least you're not dead.
Honestly, that's what I was expecting.
Last time we camped here, though, wasn't good. I feel like we need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't really have a escape anymore.
Well, we can go up. Isn't there a bridge
We're
over
gonna have
here?
to
We can-
blaze through them if we want.
All
or
these
we
guys
can
are
find a
dead over
place
here,
to
though,
hide
so-
away.
Yeah, no, we can go the exact way we went last time we were here.
Hopefully, there's a lock mechanism on our side this time.
Yeah.
Grabbing me
Yeah.
for there.
So
Yeah.
you guys could see as you entered this place that though the Ankeg bodies are still there rotting, that there's something a little bit different just all around in general. There has carts filled with dirt. Sections of this place have been excavated a little bit. And the path that you guys took before to the southeast looks a lot more refined, like they had actually built some sort of a proper wall around it. So it looks like it's been upgraded slightly from what you guys saw before. Anything you guys want to try to do?
No. Yeah, I think we should just take a long rest. I'm at 5 health and Faustus is dead. We should just leave.
Oh, he's at 7. I'll
And I'm also at like
Wait.
2 levels of exhaustion. I'm not going to be any help. Even after a long rest, I'll be at 1 level.
I'm just
Maybe
not a
still
fan
be
of
at
staying
1 where
here.
your ability checks will still be at disadvantage.
I'll do what you guys want, but I'm not a fan of staying right here right now.
Yeah.
We need to
Same.
find- We need to find some place to hide out at least.
Yeah, and after settling in, and you guys felt the pain. You guys, the pain has subsided, and you guys have gotten out of the water. Maybe even dried off a little bit. It's just now hitting you guys that it must be really late. You guys feel a sudden wave of tiredness come over you.
Shit. Fuck.
This is not good.
How long has it been since we took a fucking nap?
A long time.
But I'm just going to go climb behind one of the columns and just pass out.
All right, let's take a rest here. I'll take first watch because I'm not that bad.
Well, this is where they're mining, so they'll probably be coming back here
Yeah,
soon.
it's just can we find a place to hide, like Faustus behind these columns or something, and just try to be quiet, and I'll
They
keep an
said
eye
over
out
here, like, is where they're coming from, right?
That side is the one that leads up to the where you guys had escaped prior, where Brotar killed Krill. So it's the trap
so-
entrance that you guys had come to. So that's the southeast hallway that
Okay, so
leads
that's the way
outside.
it took us. Okay.
Up
thought
this
we went
river,
up-
you
I thought
gather.
we went somewhere up here and then went to another thing, and we were just kind of doing
Well,
our own thing.
No, there was
Yeah,
the dude
you guys
up
went
on the
this way.
bridge. Remember?
Yes.
So we never did go up that direction. We never came up to.
I thought they
here.
took us up that way, and then we
Oh,
went into
shit.
a tunnel.
You're
But
right.
no, and
No, it's this
that's
way.
what he said didn't happen. You went
Okay.
straight this way.
Gotcha. I mean, up is the direction we need to go, right? So
I mean, that's where the rest of them are.
Yeah, like you guys would have gathered that going through this waterfall and falling down, that actually the docks that you guys had seen earlier would have probably allowed you guys to walk through where this bridge is. So if you guys had managed to climb up on the docks,
Gotcha.
this platform leads to where those docks are.
we just took the more interesting route,
The elevator.
the one-way elevator to hell.
So yeah, it's up to you guys. If you guys want to take a rest here or press on.
I mean, half of us are fucking wasted right now. We need to take a rest. Again, I'll take first
What the
watch
hell?
just
Did I
because.
click the long rest button? No. Give me my damage back.
I mean, I'm at half health, so I think if we want to take a rest,
Yeah.
if I'm at half, you guys have got to be pretty close to fucked.
I'm at half because I didn't take any extra damage.
I'm
Okay,
at
what-
5.
Yeah, I'm at half. as
Maybe
well.
maybe me and Alaster take first watch because we're probably the healthiest. In case some shit goes down.
And for my watch, I'll cast Armor of Agathist on myself. Give me 10 temporary hit points.
Can you give me some of that?
Can't. It only works on me.
Okay.
It's a one
Okay.
time per long rest thing anyway.
So, who's gonna take first watch? Alistair and
Brotar.
Rotar? Okay, make perception checks while the rest of the party just naps it up behind a few of the columns that are sitting about.
And
6.
Yes, the both of you, are attempting your best to keep an eye out, but your eyes are getting really heavy. You guys are exhausted. You guys have spent at least 3 to 4 hours traversing rapids, falling down a waterfall, um, cowering and attempting to hide from explosions, traversing this long cave, fighting scorpions. A lot has gone on, and you guys are having a very difficult time keeping your eyes open, let alone pay attention. However, in the moments that you guys are hanging about, nothing seems to catch your attention, just the sound of the waterfall. And your watch comes to a close.
Last, are you still awake?
Barely.
Me too. We gotta get some rest, man.
Yeah.
Who's up next?
Oh,
I'll
good.
take second watch.
Grim, Savos, make perception checks as Alistair and Brotar tuck away behind this column to try to get some rest.
15.
10
and a natural 20.
Your watch is, for the most part, relatively calm. You guys just hear the sound of this waterfall, and again, exhausted, beaten down, and tired. You guys feel that it's safe, that nothing is going to happen. But Savos, you do catch wind of a little bit of noise. And as you look up, you do see the same woman that you've seen before
Oh fuck.
appear.
The one with the Green Panther?
Yes. She appears right above. Same place. With her panther, looking about.
Has she noticed us, or is she just kind of standing there?
I'm going to get everybody to make a stealth check.
Even if we're asleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys are tucked away behind a column, so it's almost like
Okay.
just how well behind the column you guys are hidden.
Oh, 12.
I mean,
She rolled a natural 5. So
I got 2 11s.
So she looks about, actually for her panther too, sorry.
Panther bullshit.
Her panther starts snarling and begins walking, pacing almost about. You see Savos, you and Grim tuck away behind a column, attempting to hide as best as you can away from her. And just as she looks over, the panther begins pacing more and more, and a voice calls out, a familiar voice of the goateed man that you've heard before. And he says, "Rena, that's enough. It's doubtful that any of them survived. Let's not waste our time with this petty squabble." And she actually departs. The panther gives one last look before eventually leaving.
I didn't see.
If Brotar was awake, he'd be pissing his pants right now.
Other than that, your watch does come to a close. Anyone want to take a third? I guess it would be just Faustus solo.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be.
Okay.
Are you at least not
Make-
exhausted now?
He's still exhausted.
Oh, fuck.
Am I at
Actually,
level 2 still?
So he'd be
No,
level
actually,
one.
you're level 1 now. You've gotten some rest. So.
You have just disadvantage on ability checks.
which this would be. So, roll your perception with disadvantage.
Pretty good. I clicked it twice, so
No problem.
should be popping up. If not, I'll click it again.
Yeah, just roll it again. And they popped up. Might kick through. if
Yeah,
you
the
send it
DDB
again.
thing. If you click it too quick, it seems like the second one doesn't come in.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think there is a way.
There we go.
Okay.
You can roll with
Wow.
advantage or disadvantage or with advantage, but if you don't, it just takes forever to be able to roll the second one.
Oh, a
Yeah, at this
super
point-
advantage? What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I saw that too.
Yeah, so at this point, you don't seem to pay any attention to what's going on. You are trying your best to be attentive, but nothing catches your ear. And your watch eventually comes to a close with no incident.
What the hell? I got rid of this. What's going on with my sheet? Does it keep on going backwards?
So everybody gets their spell slots back and stuff. I'm just gonna switch headsets one second.
Long rest. Woo!
Yeah, so
I can rage again.
Good.
Actually, I think I still had 2 rages, but we haven't really fought anybody in a while, have we? Besides a river.
No? Yeah. Which took me straight down to just under half health.
I'm also really.
One
Why
fall.
is my rolls coming into Roll20 different than everybody else's?
Oh no.
No clue. Are you using your phone?
No, I'm using Roll20 or D&D Beyond on Chrome and Beyond 20.
Oh, same here.
Are you
Same
actually,
here.
I don't know. Click like the Beyond 20 button, like click on something, do the Beyond 20, whatever.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, and I'm Never Whisper, normal roll. I'm using D&D Beyond's digital dice. Are you guys using that?
No.
No.
Okay, maybe that's what it is, because I'm actually using the dice built into DDB.
Yeah. And it's gonna just send that kind of thing.
Exactly. So I roll it on DDB, and then it just sends whatever that is over to Roll20, which is kind of neat, because then I actually get to use the goofy dice.
How did that work?
Is your strength nothing?
I mean, it just
No, I'm just messing around.
Yeah, it
No,
should. Let's say it should be.
that would still be 2.
It should be whatever your
You
strength
know.
modifier is, right?
Yeah, no, I'm just messing around with my sheet.
No,
Hey,
no,
he-
for absolute. So
Yeah, no, he just put his strength on the same as mine. That's all that he did.
Oh,
It's to make the fight fair.
I can just throw insults at you, but I still won't do as much damage. I can only do 4 at max.
I don't know for absolute certainty that Jordan was cheating because I rolled like 6 6s in a row using D&D Beyond.
oh, I don't know if I love the
No.
D&D Beyond dice, dude. I think they're. I'm not sure. I've rolled like 120 on there the entire time I've been playing around with it.
I know. Yeah, like I would do like a whole range of different rolls using like Roll20, but like using D&D Beyond, like I'm rolling like super low these past 2.
I wonder what their algorithms are for rolling these dice.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I mean, for me, it varies. Last session, really well. This session was a bitch.
I mean, I can't
Little
complain.
bit.
Mine's been okay tonight. I mean, I had that nat 20 at the right time.
Yeah, I had one as well.
I know. I'm surprised how well Alistair took the rapids. That was
mean,
another streak of nat 20s and like high rolls.
Yep. Yep. It's funny because I mean, it has been a while since we had an actual fight with someone, but I don't know. I think the last time Grim was fucked up in a fight was against Goat Boy. And this river just completely fucked Grim up.
The last time Alistair was haggering from a fight, it was the fucking Scorpions. So
I don't think I took a single point of damage in that fight.
all I remember was I don't think I did either. It just after that fight, all I remember is I had 3 hit points because I know your punch took me down.
I've been going down. I've been going down like a lot.
But yeah, you're squishy as fuck. What's your armor class?
15.
Yeah, I think he's
15?
15.
15 is not bad.
That's 14. I just have up to 42 hit points.
Yeah, so anything you guys want to do? Do you guys want to continue? You guys want to pick up next week? You guys want to
No, I'm good.
make a setup situation? Yeah, so you guys are still
To raid the castle, right? I mean,
yeah,
I think
at this
that's
point
the
you're not
only way
aware.
out.
Hey, I gotta
You're
step
not
away
aware
for.
of what time it is, but because you guys haven't been outside in what seemed like forever.
I think our only way out is to fight or clear that way.
Yeah, we got no choice.
Because there's probably no going away. And there's probably no getting away from going back the way we came.
Do you remember the way we took last time we left?
I mean down there, but there's still the thing with the door. Yeah, it probably has a latch on this side, but
I mean, it's probably easy to open from this side than it is from
hopefully.
the outside. So I mean, we can.
I mean, that's our
try.
escape plan if we need one. We came here to do a job, and it's taken us almost 2 days now.
I mean, we can. I don't think we're gonna be able to finish what we set out to do. I mean, and even then, it wasn't like a job. It was just a spur of the moment thing. Wait, I don't lose my point of exhaustion after a long rest?
You do. You lose yours. Joe only has his because he suffered 2 points of exhaustion.
Yeah.
He rolled like complete and utter shite through that whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I just sapped all of Joe's good luck through that. That's how Alistair was able to survive, even though he hasn't.
Shit, like the last 2 sessions, I've been rolling like garbage.
And that's when you started using the Beyond dice?
Yeah, like freaking whatever it is. Like I roll like constantly super low.
I just swapped. Maybe it's because I just swapped over to Beyond 20 instead of doing anything in Roll 20. Maybe that's why my luck has not completely been drained.
I know. Look at this bias, huh? It's like all the crits are going to you, all the rough rolls are going to Joe, and you guys
And
both
other
switched
Josh.
to and Josh.
Shooting at ones.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Are we talking about my shitty luck over here?
A little bit.
Yep. So how
Just-
about we get out of here, boys?
Yeah. How do you guys want to attempt to do that? If you guys do.
Do we still see these corpses, or are they gone?
Yep. They're in decay, but they are still there. Oh, sorry. The humans are gone. Sorry. The Ankegs are still around. The humans, however, are gone.
I'm sorry to the dead corpses in the river, but can I start wading through that to find some fresh ones so we can get some hands? Because that's part of the reason why we came here.
Yeah, sure. If you want any specific type, or are you guys just gonna start? Are you gonna start hacking at any?
Anyone that looks somewhat fresh, like they died within like the past day or so. The earliest death possible, just so
Okay.
it looks more believable.
Make so you're gonna swim in. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Investigation. Boop-a-doo. 14.
Between it's really hard to tell this deep in the water. However, having done this before, a lot of these bodies that you've seen in the past, you're quite aware that they were there before. There are a few fresh ones, specifically 3.
Buster, with all of his might, will try and budge up the 3 new ones.
Okay. One by one, you do manage to bring it up. It's a little bit easier on you since it's underwater. And as you do kind of float the bodies to the surface, a few of your friends just come and help you pull them up. Grim and Brotar specifically just drag them. 2 of them are elf. 1 of them is orc.
Do I happen to recognize the orc feller? Or fellet?
Make an insight check.
I would
Should be good with
assume
my
if
minus
I
1.
knew them.
7?
Yeah, it's a female. You do not recognize her.
It's a lady. Sorry, sorry, Grim.
Oh man.
I know you're have an affinity for the lady orcs.
Alistair just
Okay,
looks over
now
the
I really want to get revenge.
We'll do that later, but we need proof that we killed the guys that attacked. We need 6 hands. We have the 3 from the ones we killed from the caravan.
I completely forgot we started this entire thing just to frame some dudes.
Yep. All that and get revenge on slavers.
Right, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's been like, I don't know, it's been like a week or something since we started this thing.
Yeah.
Don't forget to smash their jaws as well, in case they.
I thought we were just taking the hands.
Uh,
Are we taking the heads?
no. Can they talk to the dead if they don't have the head?
As far as I'm aware, spell only
They just
works
need
if
some,
they have a working mouth.
Okay then.
Yeah, the corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead. So, in the process, you do procure within everybody just the 6 hands of these 3 corpses. 3 pairs.
And are we taking their heads or their hands?
Just their hands. Just their hands.
Alright.
Smash their
So have-
jaws.
We're not taking these bodies with us. We're only taking their hands.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so they
Not
won't be
awake
able to
enough
talk
to-
to the dead. And we still have the cloaks from last time that we can show as proof as well. And I still have one of the masks that we left there.
Oh, yeah.
And you rolled shit damage. But great. Rolled good on normal damage.
I'm just testing something, guys.
Yeah, same. No, for me, D&D Beyond is a hit or miss. I can roll really well or shitly. So,
Yeah, which is good.
So
It's a
far,
good
I've been
sign.
rolling decent.
yeah.
I rolled too bad.
I think it's just bad luck.
Probably so.
We have the 6 hands to pin for the red hands. We have the cloaks, and we have the mask.
I think we have everything that we need. We should just get the fuck out of here and go back to old.
Get their money, stock up, and then.
Okay. So here's the thing, though, guys. It's not just Oldwin that we need to bring down in flames. It's Kivos as well. Because Oldwin is taking these people when they're selling them, but Kivos Corporation is buying them and working them to death.
Yeah, stronger.
So
We
it's
saved
not
some of
just.
them.
Can you say that again, Joe?
I said we have to get stronger. We saved some of them at least, but we're not ready for this fight.
We could take a couple of jobs in the meantime.
We still have a bar to run too, fellas.
There's also that.
There's also the slaves that we rescued. Maybe able to get
They have
training or something.
they have to disappear. We can't take them back to Jordan. Because if they find them there with us, then we're gonna have a shitload of trouble.
Well, whatever we do, we spent the night in this place and we managed to make it through. I think we need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, I agree. I say we get out of here now.
I agree. We need to get out of here as fast as possible.
Okay. Are you guys gonna attempt to go through the southeastern entrance?
Yeah.
You guys traverse again the usual about 10 to 15 minutes down this hallway. Eventually, instead of just a hole in the ceiling, now you see that it has been cleaned up a bit. It's been built to almost be a very complete entrance, and there is now the lid, the same circular manhole type lid that you guys saw on the other side of this.
Does it have a lock on this side?
I'll say make an investigation check just to kind of look around and see what's there.
Oh no, that was the.
I was with wrong Grim.
No, that was the wrong sheet. Because I have -1 investigation.
Just make it 19 then.
Okay, I'll just say 19.
Treat it as a 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's better than a 3.
So you guys, or you kind of dig around and you look and see there is in fact a lock to this thing. However, on your side, it's can easily be opened. It's not a lock you have to pick on this side.
Okay, good.
However, there is also almost what looks like a wire attached to it that runs down and attaches into a wall. A small kind of little box on the wall.
I see any magic in this area? If I were to cast detect magic?
No magic on it.
Do you guys remember that they put a trap on the other side, so they probably put a trap on this side as well. Can someone disarm?
Best case scenario, that's just an alarm. Tells them someone actually got through.
I mean, but we should probably not take the chance. Anyone want to try to disarm it or help me disarm it?
I mean, Brotar was good with the manacles. I don't know if
Yeah,
I'll give it a shot.
brother, do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna help him.
Okay. Brotar, make a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Did you say with advantage?
Yes.
damn nice.
So you actually look at this lock. You and Grim deliberate on how to kind of see what this mechanism does. You're not quite sure. You don't want to touch the string, let alone trigger it. However, you do use Alistair's drumstick to kind of try to see if you can pry this box open, and it clicks and pops open. And inside of it, you see a device. It's the string coiled around a piece of metal. And you slowly take Alistair's drumstick and you snap the tip of it so that little piece of wood is holding the string in place as you remove the top, removing the string from this cover. And as you slightly shift the cover up, you now see the device that there are spikes lined on the side. However, it doesn't trigger. Nothing triggers as a result.
Well, that could have been a little dicey.
Let's do that, guys.
You're pretty good at this.
It's weird, isn't it? It's like I have a natural ability.
Means Auntie would be proud.
Yeah.
So you do pop the lid open and you are greeted with a fresh light. And it's at this moment you realize that, yeah, it's a nice, bright sunlight crashing in. Your eyes all sting a little bit as you guys look up through this hole. But as your eyes eventually adjust, it is a slightly gloomier day. It's a little bit overcast. It seems like it's possibly going to rain in a little bit.
So we make our way back to Oldwin.
Sure would be nice if
Yeah,
we still
the,
had our horses.
Yeah, the orc and the caravan
yeah,
horses
yeah.
should be around here.
Yeah, let's find him.
I think I need to up my thingy. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys make your way out, you do see that, it is slightly overcast. You guys walk outside, and looking about, you don't see immediately where you left those two.
I mean, this is the same hole we came out last time, right?
Yeah.
Still a treehouse.
Yeah, this is where the treehouse was, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it worth climbing up there to see if we can see from a distance? Get some eyes on Overwatch type thing? See what's around us?
Shot.
Possibly. Did we bring them to the
No. You guys left them relatively near this spot.
Were they able to see the treehouse from where they were?
Yeah. You guys,
Okay.
there was any treehouse.
Alistair probably wouldn't have forgotten, but I have. What's the name of the orc?
Lord.
Lore. Okay. I want to say Norn, but so I'm gonna cast Sending on him and ask him, "Are you guys around the treehouse?"
A few moments pass. Eventually, you hear a few snorts, and he goes, "Yes, we're just off, a little bit east of you." or a little bit east of that place. Are you there?
I can't respond back in kind without burning another one. It's gonna be days before, so I'll burn another one. Fuck it. And say yes. We came out from just under the treehouse. We'll be heading your way soon.
Okay. Look for a red mark tree. And you hear like he's going, what? Sorry, not red mark tree. Tree with red leaves. Is that right? Is that right? And then a few moments pass. And he goes, yeah. Tree with red leaves.
How many trees with red leaves are there around here?
As you look about, I mean, most of the forest is very green at this point.
Okay. And he said he was to the east, right?
Yeah.
So I would know which direction. Don't I have a compass? I think I have a compass.
Yeah, you're aware. You know.
I have
much about it.
navigator's tools, which would have a compass in it.
Yeah.
I guess we'll head east.
I'll say. Yeah. So you guys begin heading east. I'll say whoever wants can. Two of you can make a survival check.
Definitely not me.
Same.
I'll say whoever wants to do it will make it with advantage since Alistair's gotten a tip from Lore.
It's a survival, right?
Yeah.
Mine wasn't great, but someone's got a natural 20.
Dude,
so
what the hell?
Rotar, you're leading the charge, and you know where you're going. You're going in the right direction. And as you guys are all busy, kind of trying to look for red trees. Off in the distance, very faintly, Savos spots a single red tree surrounded by green trees.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to I'm just going to walk towards it without saying anything.
Okay. You guys continue forth, and after a few moments, you guys realize that Savos is starting to take charge, leading you guys towards it. Takes you guys a little bit of time, but eventually you notice that he is walking towards a red tree.
Yeah, so I probably should put 3 hands in my inventory somewhere.
Yeah. So eventually you guys pull up, and hiding behind a tree, cart in tow, is your 3 friends, Zidane, Marcus, and Lore.
All right. So here's the thing, guys. We are heading back to Olden, and you guys probably shouldn't go there ever again. So I suppose this is where we go our separate ways.
I got an idea.
Yeah.
And I'll ask them. What are your plans? What do you want to do?
And Zidane goes, well, you guys got me all curious about Aasimars and Celestials and whatever, so I kind of want to find out where I came from. The other one, Marcus, goes to you and says, well, I was quite looking forward to this bar work that you guys had lined up, but I suppose you could stick around with old Zidane over here.
Well, that was kind of what I was gonna lean toward. What if you guys come work at the bar? I mean, we could just make it seem like there are slaves, but you're obviously free. I mean, we're not gonna force you to work there. But I don't think anybody would fuck with you.
Yeah, but still, wouldn't people know that, these particular slaves disappeared and the guards were escorting them or killed?
I could say, like Rotar said, we could just say we bought them, but they would be free.
I mean, sure.
I mean, It's up to you guys.
can-
I mean, nobody's gonna force you to come work with us, and nobody's gonna force you to go out on your own. If you want to come back, you have a place at our bar.
And Lore steps forward. Lore steps forward almost with a brimming confidence, and he says, "Well, that sounds like something Lore would want." And as he's muttering the word, he's looking at Grim, saying, "Allies, allies,
Allies. Yeah.
allies."
There you go.
Not
And,
allies.
Mark,
We're friends.
Because owning people is for bad guys. And I look at Alistair as I say that.
There's that old
I
chestnut
agree.
again.
Between you two,
I agree.
What?
is there some
Like
sort of
Alistair.
enmity between you two?
I don't say anything.
Faust just kind of
But
looks
if
at
you're
Alistair.
Save. I know a way to make sure that if we are gonna go with they are our slaves working the bar, I know a way to mark them so they are our property.
Yeah.
Well, they can wear a hat or something, right? Or
No.
like a sash.
Company uniform.
Typically, it's a branding.
I'm not branding any of
No.
these guys.
Oh, no. We're not going to do that.
That was not my plan. I was planning on using my disguise kit to fake a branding.
Even that's demeaning.
you a
I
good
can't do
scar.
this.
Yeah, we can just, you can make outfits. You can make them
Yeah,
uniforms.
you could wear a platinum peanut T-shirt, man. Come on.
No,
Yeah.
I'm with Alistair, actually. But I get to choose the side.
Well, okay. You know what,
And I
I-
will bring all
Lore?
and
It's up to
place
you.
it in.
Sorry, I think I stepped over you there, Joe.
No, you're good. I was kind of stepping over you a little bit too. I was just going to basically take the ring off and place it in Alistair's hand and say, if you're going to mark them, then mark them with my side.
Oh, I was-
So it's not demeaning. It just means that they're under our protection.
I'll ask Lore.
he,
It's up to
Yeah.
you.
Lore says, "Whatever allies want, Lore will
No,
do."
no. That's not how it works. What
it's
do
what
you want?
It's like training a caveman.
And he's like, I don't understand. What Lore wants is what you want.
We want what Lore wants.
And you almost see like it's hurting his head, like he's stumped by the
That-
question.
that
like
was
he
my
just
goal.
doesn't understand. He doesn't understand the concept of like not serving. He has no
Okay,
idea
okay.
what it means.
Just, you have two options. You have the uniform, or you have the fake branding. What would you prefer?
The uniform.
There you go. The man has spoken.
Alright. I can't say that'll be any good, but we can try.
What if it's a T-shirt that says "Property of Platinum Peanut"?
Bring them to the bar.
It's not subtle, but it'll get the job done.
I mean, this
And
guy's
what
pretty
is-
much going to be our manager while we're away.
It's also
And
sold
what
in the
is
gift shop.
What is the wage? How much are we gonna pay them?
It's on that sheet, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be probably to pay their entire wage. I mean, it averages about 30 gold a month each.
That's nothing.
So it'll put you guys back about 100 gold
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
every month.
It makes
Yeah,
like
and it's the 28th of
15 or something like that.
Okay. That's fair. How does 100 gold per month sounds to you guys?
And they almost all simultaneously are just like, yeah.
So
that's great.
30 golds, 100 gold total, 33 gold each.
And everyone is in agreement, but you do hear Marcus mutter under his breath a little bit. He goes, 100 gold would be better, but yeah, you can complain.
Yeah, it would be better, but I mean, we're starting this business now. Maybe in the future, like there's gonna be possibility for you to grow in our little corporation. So in the future, you may get your 100 gold per month, but right now it's 33.
Can't argue with that. So we're all in agreement, it seems.
All right, so let's go back to Olin and get the fuck out of this place.
Okay. So you guys are going to make your way back to Oldwood.
Yeah.
Takes you guys about half a day or so of travel that you would make your way back. It's quite far. However, after a long and you guys feel a little bit more rested, a little bit better. You guys do eventually make your way back into Oldwood.
Guess we're gonna stop by the Platinum Peanut.
As you guys are approaching, you do realize that it looks like there's quite a few people standing on the western entrance of Oldwood. Like a lot of people. And as you guys are approaching, you hear shouts of people saying, I gotta get inside. My family's waiting for me. And you hear a guard say, sorry, sir, we can't let you in. City's on lockdown. No one's to go in or out. The guy who looks like a farmer is kind of shaking his head in frustration as he storms off. You guys are kind of pushing past this crowd now.
I want to walk up to the guard and say, is this the line to get into the Platinum Peanut?
And he kind of looks at you and he goes, no, sir, city's on lockdown. We're not to let anybody in.
What about people
we
that
have-
upstanding
hide
business
behind-
owners?
I'm gonna hide behind people and cast Disguise Self to make myself look like Nash again.
Okay. The guy, so you eventually shift your forms, looking a little bit different. I want to describe to everybody how you look. Brotar, he does go up to you and say, if you want to get entry to this place, you're going to have to produce papers. If you have papers, I can let you in.
Do I have, or one of us have the deed for the Platinum Peanut, or like our contract or anything?
I believe you had it last.
Okay, then I'll show him that, but I won't let go of it. I'm just gonna hold it up and say, I own the Platinum Peanut, me and my compatriots here.
Would
Kind of looks
Brodor
at-
even know
I should-
a word that big?
I should put the glasses on when I'm trying to do this.
Yeah, do it.
I was
Okay, yeah.
feeding him words.
I'll pull out the glasses and do this.
So Brotar pulls out the glasses, looking hyper intelligent as he hands Deed over, still hanging onto it to the guard. The guard kind of like starts lightly yanking it, but seeing as you look intimidating, you're like Clark Kent right now. You're a big, large man with glasses.
I just
You
want to
just
give
kind
him
of
like a
let it
super
go.
shitty smile the whole time and not let go of this piece of paper.
He looks at it and he goes, all right, signed by Pembroke, handed over to us. Alexander and that's okay. Okay, it seems to have been stamped. You are, in fact, the owner of this establishment, so please do enter, sir. And who will you bring in?
These, how many of us are there now? There's like 7? 8?
Uh,
There's the 5 of us and
Or-
8, right?
8 total.
8 total.
Yeah.
Me and these other 7 fine individuals. And I'll point at the crew.
And who are they? Who are all these individuals?
They are my employees.
He goes, all right, who's Alexander?
Alexander, that's the guy we bought it from, isn't it?
No, that's
no, that's
wait.
how I
signed.
signed my
He's looking at the paper. Who's Alexander?
He's the bookkeeper.
Okay. And where is he among your group?
And I'm pointing at Alastair, right?
Oh, I'm in orc form right now.
But are you Alexander or not?
Oh, you wouldn't know. Actually,
Well, fuck
you
me.
went.
What am I supposed to do here?
I'm just gonna try to whisper in Brotar's ear. Just say that he's in the bar.
Oh, he's actually in the bar. I apologize. I travel with so many people. It's sometimes hard to remember who I'm with.
Alistair, make a sleight of hand check.
Out of hand.
I'll just call it sleight of hand, as if you were trying to whisper. Deception, actually, if you want as well.
Well, sleight of hand's
Okay,
pretty
that's
good.
It'd be 21 for deception.
Okay. So he didn't seem to notice you saying that. And he goes, all right, he's in the bar. So who is this Faustus?
It's the red one over here.
And that's co-owner Faustus.
He is one of the co-owners. He's my business partner.
Sir. Co-owner, business partner, Faustus. Got it. All right. So, and I assume you are Brotar.
That's correct. You have assumed correctly, my good man.
Okay, very well. And the rest of these cronies of yours?
It's the janitorial crew. They're the ones that clean up behind us.
And he kind of looks over in the back. And he goes,
I just flex.
I'm literally like turning my body and using my hands as I'm doing this, just so you guys know. I'm
No,
pointing
you got
at
it.
nothing.
it's part of it. And he goes, all right. Well, so Mr. Brotar, I'd like to let you know that you are responsible for these individuals should anything happen in town.
Of course, I'm
Hope you
responsible for
understand
those
that.
that are in my employ.
All right. Well, if there is a problem, you will have the speaker to deal with, who will be visiting you, perhaps in the near future, just to check in on things.
I look forward to
Spend a
this
lot of-
meeting.
A lot of things going on lately, so I hope you understand.
Oh, I'm yes, of course I understand. We only want the best for this good fine town, don't we?
Yes, we do.
All of it's upstanding citizens. Yeah,
What was that?
I said all of it's upstanding citizens.
Exactly. What he said.
Yeah.
All right. Well, get in. You're free to go in, and the rest of the crowd is almost like, "What the? How are they allowed? How are they?" And then they're just kind of starting to get a little bit rowdy now as you guys are walking on your high horse.
I wish I was actually on my donkey because that would be funny.
Yeah.
But it is dead.
I know. So as we leave, though, I'm gonna take off the glasses and look up cross-eyed and be like, "That fucking hurts," and put the glasses back in my backpack.
So you guys do manage to make it eventually into town.
Let's go back to the Platinum Peanut and see how things are.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
could-
outside of town.
What? No, it's not.
Thought it was over here.
It's in.
Yeah, like
That's
they blocked you even before you got to the Platinum Peanut. So they're like,
we're there.
yeah,
there.
they moved you guys, like you guys were pretty
Oh,
far.
he-
Is the Platinum Peanut at number 7 there?
It's in
Yes.
that area, I thought.
I thought it
So
was in.
the crowd is forming almost like around. This is the brewery.
I thought we were in the
district.
market district, but I guess not.
Oh, we're on the outskirts.
No, I thought that our bar was in like this area.
That's what I'm saying. We chose a place in the boonies.
I mean, eventually, when we have more money, we can probably get a place inside it. But I mean, we are gonna.
Oh, we're gonna take over this place. Fuck that.
So I just got us inside the city and I didn't have to. Is that what you're saying?
What?
Did I just get us inside
Yeah.
the city and I didn't need to?
No, they weren't letting you
Oh, we
through
did.
Okay. Okay.
at all. Not even the platinum.
Just wanted to make sure my wonderful charisma there wasn't
We need to do
wasted.
that anyway. So
It's
then
almost a
Barely.
barricade.
turn in the hand.
barricading this area too.
Okay. Let's go to the bar.
Okay, so you do make your way eventually to the bar. As you guys approach the door, you do see there is a notice attached to your door.
Ah, fuck, we're getting evicted.
No.
I'll go up and check it.
Okay. Looking it over, you read it. It just says, all establishments in Oldwin are to report in Fitzroy Tower.
Oh shit. That's this area.
I will share that information with the rest.
I want to grab that
It's
piece
here?
of paper and drop my pants and wipe my ass with it.
What you do?
This is what I think of this.
I think we need to go to that.
Yeah, let's just get this over with. Bring the hands.
Do we want to leave our friends here, though? I don't think we should take them with us.
Yeah.
Let's set them up with a place to chill.
Yeah.
Okay. They kind of walk in, and they're all very, very kind of a little worried, a little eager. It's a mix of both, something new, something different. As you're kind of looking about, Lore says, already Lore begins just fixing some of the chairs that are kind of tilted, and he's just immediately on top of just adjusting things, making things look nice. The other two are a little more excited, and they're kind of almost pushing themselves, like peeking in random areas, and Zidane is like, oh, I could get used to this. And he's kind of like looking at the tap. He kind of pulls the tap in a little bit, goes spraying out, and he hopes no one saw it, but you guys all did. It's just kind of like,
I'm going to say
Yeah.
to him in Celestial. Sorry, what were you saying, Alice?
What were you gonna say, Faustus or Joe?
Sorry, I was just going to say, I will say to Zidane in Celestial, careful there, like, jokingly.
he goes, I got careful, but what was the last word again? I couldn't remember.
It's there. I can teach you.
Oh, all right. Got it.
I'm joking. We'll teach you how to,
Just try not to destroy the place before we get back.
Got it. I won't touch anything that Marcus is like.
Familiarize with it. Just, I said, just don't destroy everything.
Will do. So you guys eventually, where are you guys going to be heading now?
Yes, to the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys begin making your way to the tower. Second. And you guys are greeted with, you guys are almost greeted with a sort of crowd forming around the square. A very big crowd is forming around the square. And as you guys are walking through, you do see a lot of the people are kind of just hovering, trying to get a look. And as you guys kind of eventually settle past it, looking in, make sure there's no issues, you do see the speaker. He's standing kind of perched up in the middle of town, just standing there. And everyone is almost like a little bit rowdy, a little bit crazy, but not, shoving people around or anything like that. What do you guys want to do?
Throw my head up.
Let's try to see what the commotion's all about.
He begins to speak in a loud voice, and everybody starts kind of calming down in that moment. And he says, Citizens of Oakland, it's been days. And days we've extended this patience to all of you in this beloved town.
Oh, okay. I don't have time for this. I just grabbed the. Do you have the hand in a bag?
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, I just throw the bag with the hands.
We're gonna try this again.
And I throw the mask and the robes. We got those motherfuckers. Where's our money?
Okay. Is anyone going to attempt to do anything in this process, or are you just going to let it happen?
I'm gonna rub my temples and pretend like I don't know him.
Okay, but if this works, you're.
I mean, to play the part that I'm in right now, you just see the orc friend next to you now, because you had to pull it out of my illusion.
Yeah, so...
I just pull the mask out of, like, his butt.
So, did you allow him to do that?
I'm gonna say he caught him off guard, because he was actually trying to pay attention.
Okay. So he just begins rustling. Yeah, he began rustling through your stuff, but it's up to you. You can attempt to stop him if you really. I mean, it's not like he just magically steals everything in one move.
Take a sleight of hand.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna try.
General dexterity, like how good you are. You beat my
sleight of
passive
hand or
perception, you're gonna get my stuff. Yeah.
dexterity?
Yeah, you can try to. You
or
can attempt to steal it. I'll say sleight of hand, because here's the thing. You said that you would grab it from him. You didn't say you were going to try to steal it from him. So I'll let it go, but
it's the same either way. So I would notice as soon as you have it in your hands and pulling it out.
Yeah. So if you want to try to stop him, you can pit your strength against, or you could pit your strengths against each other if you guys want to.
Yeah, my whole -1, and I'm in orc form, so that's gonna look highly suspicious.
You can try to persuade me.
Oh, I'm just gonna go along with your bullshit because that's the best course of action right now.
Okay, so you huck this thing and begin screaming at the top of your lungs. It lands close to the front, near the stage, near the square, and immediately all eyes are on you, Grim, as you are saying this.
And I take a bow.
And I just let out a roar.
And he goes, well, I had this whole thing prepared, but finally a break. You see, citizens, you work together because our pain is your pain. Clearly, this man understands that, and he has brought us something. So for that, thank you. Now, why don't you come on up here?
I can't believe this is working.
I guess.
Oh,
Don't catch your chickens before they hatch.
This is working.
I go up there, and I'm smiling and I'm waving, like I give someone a thumbs up.
He goes,
What's up? Yeah, we'll have a beer later.
and he goes, and you, fine citizen, what is your name?
Jeff.
Okay. He goes,
Am I up there with him? Because I was kind of trying to act like I was part of with him.
no, he just called Grim up. It's only
Fine.
Grim. He goes, Jeff, got it. And he goes, now, and he pulls 3 individuals to the front. He pulls a big, chubby man, who looks like a noble, wearing very, very fine robes, shoves him right beside Grim. The other one is a tattered-looking individual, an old man with a big, bushy, white beard, gets pushed in front of Grim as well. And he signals to one of his guards, a big, big, large guard wearing what looks like an executioner's hood, grabs a smaller guard and shoves him beside. The smaller guard turns and says, Listener, or he says, Speaker, I've been worked for you for so long. And he goes, kind of holds a hush symbol towards him. The 3 of them are standing in front of you, Grim, and he goes, now, the 3 of you thank this man, Jeff, for saving your life.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you.
3 of them say, start bowing and almost shaking your hand.
Yeah, don't touch me.
They kind of like
Prima donna. He's been a celebrity for 30 seconds and he's already a prima donna.
And he goes, now, Jeff, show me what you have brought.
So I pick up the bag with the hands and I dump them on the stage, and I say, well, me and my compatriots, we figured that bringing their hands would be I don't know, symbolic or metaphoric or a simile, yeah, and one of those, because the red hand, and so yeah, we tracked them down, and then I dropped the robes and the mask. They were wearing this shit and praying to some weird god. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, we ambushed them and we kicked their asses, and they're dead now.
And
I mean,
he
not
actually
all of them.
goes up to you. He goes up to you and, like, almost in a friendly way, puts his arm around you, and he looks out onto the crowd and points. He goes, now, Jeff, is there anyone amongst this crowd that you presume to be red-handed?
Oh. Everybody look at your hands. Whoever has a red hand is part of the red hand.
Oh, God.
Does anyone look at their hands?
Nobody looks at their hands.
Yeah, no, you're good.
He goes, now, sit with me for a while. And he goes, the rest of you, Jeff here is keeping his eye on you.
Yeah.
And if you think that what I can do is scary, let these hands, and he picks up one of the hands, the female orc hands, and starts waving it in the air. He says, let this be a lesson to you of what this man is and his compatriots are capable of, huh?
Yeah.
Now go. And the rest of them are almost kind of like shocked and a little bit hanging their head down and a little bit disgusted, and they start dispersing. And the listener or the speaker puts his hands on your shoulder and he goes, Jeff,
By the way,
you and
do
your
I see any-
compatriots, yeah. Do you
do I
see?
see any women looking at Grim like, oh damn?
God damn it.
Make a perception check.
Okay, perception. Okay, that's not bad.
Who would be attracted to a dude that called himself Jeff with confidence?
You look around the crowd, and a lot of the people seem to be hanging their heads down in shame, but there is one who catches your eye.
Oh god damn it.
It's Dirna.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
who?
Dirna, the haggard that you guys met the first time you came in open. She's licking her fingers and waving at you.
Oh god.
I
Fabulous.
lick my
I mean-
fingers back.
You asked.
Oh
for
god.
this.
So good.
I was about to say, I hope it's the old hag that we saw when we first got here.
Call me,
She
baby.
goes- What she does, she gives you a little wave as she kind of walks by, and the shaking of her booty kind of mesmerizes you for a second before the speaker kind of snaps you out of it and says, Now, Jeff, you and your compatriots must join me tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll talk about all this
sure.
for dinner.
I mean, not that I wouldn't appreciate the company, but we have a business to run, and we're kind of mercenaries. We have jobs outside of Oldwin.
I don't think this is a request. This is just out of character.
Yeah.
And he goes, Business? What sort of business do you have to run here in Oldwin? I wasn't
I
even
mean-
aware of you 2 seconds ago, and now you're telling me you have a business in my town?
Oh yeah. We have the PPP. What is the tavern called again?
Pemblebrooks.
Premblebrook's
Pimblebrook
Platinum Peanut.
Platinum Peanut. It's just
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to say that because I don't speak English. But yeah, I tell him that because we own the Platinum Peanut.
It's PX3.
PS.
Yes.
I actually kind of like that. I'm not gonna lie.
And he goes, Well, that place is owned by Pembroke. What happened
Oh, no,
to
he-
Pembroke?
He decided to retire. We had some, we travel all across this beautiful land of ours, and we came into the possession of these old, rather expensive bottles of wine, and he wanted to buy them to resell them. And then we used the money to buy his bar because he wanted to retire. And now we own the tavern.
Are you sure we should
And
be
it's
giving him our
gonna be
life
awesome.
story?
That's how you get people to believe
This
you.
is
You
no
tell them the
longer-
truth up to a point.
Oh no.
This is no longer a D&D campaign. This is Capitalism Simulator 2020.
Just with slightly more murder.
Yeah.
Just slightly.
So he
Just
turns to you.
I don't know.
He turns
what?
to you and he says, Well, then, there is just one thing you see, Jeff,
Yeah.
and that is that you see, we have our hand here in Oldwin. And so, if your business just outside of town is Pemblebrooks now, well, that makes your business a little bit our business. So, you see, there is the matter of your payments that we must discuss.
Oh no, for sure. We don't want to break any of your laws. How much do we owe you?
Well, considering what you've done for me, and of course, make no mistake, there will be a full investigation over this. But I guess the usual 50% can be given for, say, 25%. Non-negotiable, you understand?
Yeah, sure. 25% of the profit. All right. All right. But I must insist that we take our reward and be on our way for now, because when how mercenary life is. If we
Of
don't
course
show
I
up,
understand, but
Are-
you will have procured 15,000 gold is no small feat, you see. And so whatever mercenary work you seek pales in comparison to what we are offering. So you will join me and your compatriots will join me for dinner tonight. And then we will discuss your payment, your business, and the terms of this investigation towards what you have done.
Okay. That's fine. How many people are around me and him right now?
Like, are we all with him, or is it just Jeff and this guy?
There is a large executioner beside you. There are 4 guards still standing on the platform around the speaker. And there's a few others amongst, there's still a bit of a crowd. It's not like they all just kind of disappeared, but there's still a few people kind of wandering the square, a few of which are guards as well. They're all dressed in the kind of red tunic and green tunic.
Okay, I kind of look at Brotar and kind of sort of asking for permission.
I'll just look at Jeff and say, "Fluffy buddy."
I draw my sword and I strike the speaker down.
Okay. Okay.
That was what you meant, right, Ryan?
Absolutely.
I hope so.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Because that's what I understood from that.
Absolutely.
As soon as I see him going for that, I'm gonna try and cast Hold Person on the speaker.
Okay.
So we can kill him?
Make an attack roll.
I'm sorry, Ryan, can you repeat that?
I said he's going to cast Hold Person on the speaker so that we can kill him?
Okay, so here's how it's going to work.
Attack. I'm trying to make it so it's as
Grim,
indiscreet as possible.
Okay.
make your attack against him.
Okay. I press, but nothing happened, and I fucking hate D&D Beyond right now.
Okay.
There it goes.
There it goes. 23.
23, one-handed. That's 10 damage.
Quick draw.
Okay.
I like the damage.
Just roll. Oh, you son of a bitch, Alistair. You rolled a 10.
Yes. He is now paralyzed.
Okay. That'll hit Grim, and I guess we could just call the session there, because
Ah!
that's the best way to end it.
Yeah. It's just... Brotar,
Okay,
what
so
have
now-
you done?
Out of character
Oh
now.
my God.
Ryan, did you give me permission to attack?
Fuck yeah!
He said fluffernutter.
What?
Or fluffy bunny, that's the term. Fluffy bunny is the term.